Six raised to 32. Seven folds. Eight folds. Six nine folds. Six one fold. Six two folds.
Pretty much done everything. I think we discussed earlier that you're side quest maxing, so
I am indeed side quest maxing. This is something I've wanted to do for ages. Ever since you guys were talking about it, I was like, I need to get on this live stream, and I'm gonna stop at nothing to get there.
well, mission accomplished. Here we are in the commentary booth. Let's see who we got. Got some familiar faces here on the final table. Obviously got the man, Theo, the legend.
God, he's a good player.
Yep. We got Chris. Got Liam Jehu, no stranger to big results in Australia and at Playlive as well. Tom McMahon. Got quite a few faces you'll see often around here.
The very star-studded lineup.
Again, if you're just tuning in and you haven't joined us already, we are live on Facebook, we are live on YouTube, and we are live on Twitch at Playlive Melbourne everywhere. You got Josh Abity, you got Lucas. We're here in the booth. What is up? Spiritual Trading in the chat. Abiday, what's happening, baby?
16.
Okay, let's see what we got here. Monotone flop. I missed the pre-flop action. Looks like an under the gun cheeky open from Theo. Oh, look at this. He has 3.3 bigs. So is this like essentially a jam pre?
5 raises to 120.
And then it looks like a flat in the small blind and a flat in the big blind, kind of cooperating, trying to eliminate the short stack. McMahon flops top pair. Don't think anyone else is really going to... Okay, we're getting a thing from the stream operators here saying that Theo's chip stack amount is wrong.
4 folds as well.
So he has 500k.
He's got 500k.
So he's got 30 bigs.
He's got a fair bit more than the 3 bigs that we, we thought he had.
So it hasn't listed at 50k, so we're missing a 0 there. We'll get that adjusted. And we're just getting settled in here, guys. Back with our once a week stream here for the 6 Hundy Sunday. A new structure today. For those who didn't see online, there was so a couple weeks ago we extended the structure to make it extra juicy for the stream. We wanted the final table to be really deep and have some good stuff to watch. That ended up making the tournament end at 4 in the morning. Yeah, and they had to make a 3-way deal, and all 3 of the players had jobs, and they're like, look, we gotta go to work, man. And so the previous week, we cut the structure back to try and speed things up, and players were not happy. There was some rumblings, some complaints, some frustrations on the stream. So did what I think you should always do in this scenario, and just let the people decide. Right? Took a poll on Facebook, got like a couple hundred people submitted.
A fair few responses.
Yeah, it was pretty active, which I was very grateful for, because I felt like we got enough of a sample size that I actually understood what people were asking for. Yeah, so we ended up with a bit of an adjusted structure. They came in just under 20 big blind average today, and we said that if it was below 20 big blind average going to the final table, we would move the level back 1. So they have started back 1 level, so it's a little bit deeper average for this final table.
Is that the level that they're starting at?
Yeah, so the current level 816, they're now playing for a second time. How's the structured fared tonight? I think it's been pretty good. I think Chris wasn't super in love with it, but for the most part, by and large, I mean, look, the truth is that even when you look at the poll, it was like a whole pie chart, every single answer was chosen, including just like keep the structure how it is, it's fine, revert it to the original one, I don't care if it ends at 4 in the morning, like every possible answer was selected. So you're never going to make everyone happy, it's just not possible. But we did what, the majority asked for. We thought that that's obviously the fairest way to do it, so.
Yeah, for sure. It's definitely interesting, obviously, because I'm healing a lot these days. And getting to chat to the players is always a pretty unique experience, getting to hear from them firsthand sort of what they think. And I feel like I'm in a relatively privileged spot in the sense that, having worked at Playlive since the very beginning.
Yeah, that's true. Since pretty much day 1, right? Literally day one. Yeah, yeah.
Day dot, yeah. I mean, getting to build a bit of a relationship with the players, especially the regulars as well. You get a real feel for sort of how they're feeling, and you obviously I feel like they trust me a little bit more, so they're able to express their feelings a little bit more as well.
Yeah.
And with topics like this, it's always really, really interesting to see sort of how they're sort of viewing it from sort of a ground level perspective. There was certainly a lot of chat about how the structure was and what could be done to change it. But to your point as well, everybody had a different opinion.
Yeah.
And also like,
It's funny because you always see the comments where they're like,
Yeah.
"Oh, come on, mate! You play tournaments. You should know that it has to be like this is obviously correct."
Yeah.
I'm like, well, someone who plays poker 10 times more than you said the exact opposite. So it's like everyone always thinks like that their outlook is, of course, the correct one, and that everyone must agree with them. But
for sure.
naturally, it never really works like that. You're always going to get a diversity of opinions. But we
Yeah.
do the best to try and listen to the players. That is going to be Liam J, who came into the final table very, very short. He's going to be eliminated. He was pretty much all in for a min raise pre-flop, so
He was very short stacked though to begin with, wasn't he?
yeah, he just barely outlasted Steph Alexis on the bubble. Steph was pretty bummed to be the bubble boy.
That was so gutting. I was so looking forward to commentating on
I
his
know,
game.
he's the best, huh?
He's honestly just like he's got to be a top 5 character at Playlive.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And he gets spicy.
Oh yeah, he does.
That's for sure. He's definitely no stranger to mixing it up a little. So let's see. 8-handed here. Let's look at the stack depths. So Theo 40 bigs, Chris 24 bigs, Lucas Chen 44. We got a 12 big blind stack for Tom. Andrew has 50 bigs, 17, 9.4, and 26. So pretty much all over the place. We have no dominant chip leader, but we have kind of like 3 top of the pack stacks, some middle of the pack stacks, and some shorter stacks.
I'll tell you a story about Tom, because I met Tom probably it'd be close to about a year and a half, 2 years ago now. Tom and I met Tom at a 1-2 game, right? We were playing 1-2 at this game out in the northern suburbs, and I remember sitting down, and at this point I'd played poker for a fair while. I don't claim to be any pro, I don't claim to be really, really good, but I
No stranger to the game.
no stranger to the game, and I sat down, he sat down as well, and I remember watching him play and just going, oh my god, I don't think I've seen a bigger fish in my life. But I will say, he was a lovely, lovely guy. And now, probably about a year and a bit passed, and I remember I was working here one day, and he came in, and I was like, oh, like, I swear I recognize this guy. I know this guy from somewhere, and it clicked very quickly, and then I was talking to Jet, who's another dealer here, and I was like, oh,
Shout outs to Jet Wong.
shout out to Jet Wong. Hopefully we get him in the booth here
Yes,
soon.
absolutely.
And I asked him, I was like, oh, like that's Tom, like that's Tom from the game. And he was like, yeah, dude, he's crushing it. And I was like, there's no way he's crushing it. He's like, no, like he's crushing it online. Like he's absolutely killing it. So Tom is now apparently an absolute crusher in tournaments. Doesn't play much cash anymore, but he is absolutely killing it in the tournament. So props to him. He's absolutely upped his game. Good on him.
It's amazing how quickly some people improve. You're just like, oh man, what an absolute whale. And then you see him a year later, you're like, damn, that guy's really good. Like what happened,
It's nuts to see like the progression of players. Like people just get so good so quickly. They apply themselves so like efficiently as well. It's really, really interesting to see. It's also really heartwarming. Like it's nice to see people succeed, especially in the poker industry. Like it's so like competitive. So like it's so saturated with such good such good players, such good minds. So to be as good as like some of these people are, it's just for starters it's beyond me, because I'm gonna be honest, I suck. I cannot play poker to save my life.
Hey, self-awareness is a good first step, I will say. I mean, it's funny, like all sports in this world are ultra competitive because there's a financial incentive if you get good enough.
Oh,
but
absolutely.
poker's the only sport where the money is built in to the sport.
To the game itself.
Like if you're the equivalent of like a D1 college poker player, you would make a killing, right? I mean, whereas if you're a D1 college athlete, you don't get paid. You know what I mean? You have to make it all the way to the pros. Whereas in poker, if you're the best guy in your local home game and you play it often enough, I mean, you can make a full-time.
You can still make a full-time living. Like I know of guys that were playing since they were like 18, and that was what they did. Like that was how they made their money through college, through university. It was absolutely awesome. And I remember just watching these guys play, and I was like, damn, like I really wish I could do that. But then one, I never had the bankroll, and two, I never had the smarts to do it. So that's why I became a dealer.
That's why we're up here in the booth, getting on the booth beers.
And that's the way.
Cheers.
Cheers to that.
You bring all the good karma, Lucas.
I certainly try.
Who's in the booth with me? We got Lucas, Playlive OG.
What's going on, guys? Having a good time.
I remember when you came in for your interview, like a couple weeks before we opened, even, right?
Yeah, it was.
I was like showing you around all the empty shell of the venue. I was like, "Don't worry, it'll look good. Like,
it'll look better. It'll look better."
I was like, "Trust me, it won't be like this."
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I remember at the time, I came in. I think it was about in my head, right? Because this is what I've been told, and obviously that ended up being not true. But in my head, I was coming in a week before the place was opening, so I then came in to see exactly like what Josh said. It was a shell of a venue. It did not look anything like it does now. And I remember just thinking, I was like, oh my gosh, how are they going to turn this around? Like we're like a week from opening.
yeah.
What are these guys, like what do they have in store? Because this is going to take like a full team effort to get this done. And what ended up transpiring was it didn't end up opening for a couple more weeks, and what I had been told wasn't right. But it was a funny sort of like, oh god.
Yeah, so we had some we had some hiccups with the landlords putting in the carpet, and
That's what it was.
Yeah, all kinds of nonsense. Okay, so we got a little blind versus blind action here.
Oh yeah, spicy.
I think Chris opted for a limp. Ooh, don't love the check fold. I think blind versus blind, king queen with a heart there, 2 overs on a heart. Your hand is borderline a value hand. I think that's one of the things that makes these blind versus blind scenarios so challenging. Is the ranges are just so wide that you have to make these really unintuitive plays. And like you're on a final table, you have a medium stack. You don't really love, check calling with king high. But I mean, as we saw, had 7 high crushed.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, your hand's just too strong to give up, especially with the king of hearts.
Yeah.
So yeah, probably a spot that he'll want to go back and review at some point, but I am no master of blind versus blind myself. It is quite difficult.
Yeah, it is definitely difficult. It's also interesting to see how being on the final table, but then also being on a live stream influences how some of these players will play. Like
Yes.
I get to watch practically everybody that comes through these doors play on a daily basis whenever I'm dealing, and I know how good some of these guys can be. And then I go back and I watch the stream, and I'm like, damn, like. You would never like. I watch some of the plays that they make, and I'm like, I don't feel like you'd do that on a live like off a live stream or off the feature table. I feel like you're a little bit better than that. So it's very and then I talk to them about it, and they're also very honest about that as well. They there's a lot of anxiety, there's a lot of like nerves that comes with being broadcast to people that are watching you.
Sure.
Everything you do is scrutinized, especially on poker live streams. It's very interesting to sort of try and understand that dynamic.
Some real nerves about making a mistake and looking stupid, right? Not wanting to bluff or not wanting to be a wuss and not bluff, It's it's interesting. Everyone has kind of different reactions. Look at this. We got just an open off the 12 bigs from Tom McMahon with the 10s.
I like
and
it.
Theo with the ace king.
Oh, this is going to get in.
This is getting in especially against Theo. I mean, obviously a very capable opponent. He has had some massive results recently at Playlive. Has won quite a few tournaments.
Oh, yeah. He's done very well. He is probably part of the furniture at this point. He is here all the time. He's interacting with everybody. He's such a lovely guy.
Such a nice dude.
Yeah.
Did he just fold the ace king?
No.
Okay. Okay, yes.
Oh,
I was like, there's no way, right? Okay,
Can't
so
be. All right, it's a flip.
good old fashioned race. Are you an ace king guy or are you a pair guy?
I don't know. I just feel like the 10's hold here.
Let's see, 7-8-3.
It's the
two
dealer
diamonds.
intuition, but if it's gonna come on the turn. And it doesn't.
5 of diamonds, picking up some additional
Oh,
outs.
not like that.
Oh, it's red, but it's safe. Your prediction comes true.
Yeah, it's that dealer intuition, man. I tell you, every now and again, in these all-in situations, I was talking about this with one of the tables I was dealing a few days ago. As a dealer, sometimes you just get the feeling like something's gonna go down,
You
like
just
something's
know.
gonna happen, and you just know. And yeah, I don't know. I just felt like the 10s were gonna hold there, and to be honest, I'm quite happy. I like Tom. So
I went through a phase back when I was a player where I was like, oh, I'm pretty sure sometimes I just know.
Yeah.
Let me test myself over like, 1,000
over a sample
all in
size,
sample
yeah.
and see. And my numbers were like pretty good.
Oh yeah.
And I remember being like, oh, maybe I do just know.
Yeah.
And I started feeding my own delusion. And then I did it one more
no.
time over a sample. And I got it wrong like 80%
Yeah.
of the time.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, okay, I don't know. I just think I know,
Yeah.
But I do feel like, as a dealer, you got a little bit more of the magic.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'll tell you what though, during the last series, the Melbourne Millions, which went very well by the way.
Shout outs to Melbourne Millions.
Shout out to the Melbourne Millions. We absolutely crushed that.
Unbelievable, right?
so
It was a madhouse in here.
That was honestly, that was like one of the best environments poker wise I think I've ever seen. And I've been to Vegas. I've seen what it's like over there. Nothing really compared to being in and amongst the Melbourne Millions hype. Like that was peak. And if you haven't come down to Playlive and you haven't seen just how crazy this place can get, I very much urge you guys to come down and check it out.
Thursday, got our Grand Prix series kicking off. Satellites starting at noon. The opening event, Flight 1, starts 6 p.m. on Thursday.
Grand Prix.
Yeah, it is going to be absolutely absurd, I assume. The opening event usually is.
Oh yeah, that opening event's gonna be.
We'll get 1,000 runners, I'm sure, and then from there we'll see. But yeah, if you guys haven't come on down, 129 York Street here in South Melbourne, right next to the market. Lots of delicious foods and amazing things to do around here. And we have the series starting.
Sorry, I've just seen the comment.
I think that's a fair description.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't have long hair, and I don't look like a surfer.
Do you get the surfer dude comparison a lot?
All the time, literally all the time. Everywhere I go, I'm always asked, "Oh, do you surf? Do you surf? Do you do this? Do you do that?" I'm like, no, I don't surf.
I just live my
I don't
normal
surf.
life.
I just live my normal life. I'm a poker dealer. I DJ. I do my music stuff, and I just have long hair, man. But I look so bad with short hair. I don't know if I've shown you a photo. If
No,
not,
I have to see that.
it's actually just so abysmal.
I will say the long hair, it does suit you. It's very natural on you.
It feels natural. I like it, but it like to the point now. Like I need a haircut. It's so bad.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
It's starting to get a little bit cumbersome.
Well, towards footy season, like I hate having my hair up. Like I hate tying it up because I look even worse. So I need to get it cut before footy season. Otherwise, I'm gonna
Just like
struggle.
can't run around.
Yeah. Can't take contested hangers when I've got my hair in my eyes.
My name is Draven says we should have a bad beat of the week. I actually kind of love that.
We could.
We've had some disgusting beats on this stream.
Oh,
in
on
the
the stream?
couple months that this stream has existed, there have just been
Some howlers.
some actual howlers.
Some
Like-
actual howlers. Yeah. Oh man.
We've seen people bubble in brutal fashion and get crushed on final tables, getting it in super good. I mean, you name it, we've seen it, man.
Oh, for sure. Do you remember one like specifically that's absolutely stuck with you? Because I love everybody. Let's be real, guys. Everybody loves a bad beat story.
Absolutely. We all like, oh, no one wants to hear your bad beat stories. I'm always like, really? I kind of do like hearing them.
That was me, by the way, Trudsy. That was 100% me. And newsflash, I don't think it happened. I did make $1,000 free roll with some guy that said he'd give me $1,000 if he ended up taking it down, but he didn't. So sad times.
Yeah, you're like, oh, I hope that guy wins, man.
Of course, I wanted that $1,000. I'm going straight to Europe if I win that.
Who can blame you, man? I've made $1,000 in some random easy ways over the years in poker. Skull racing some German guys back in the Aussie Millions days.
I beg your finest pardon.
Yes.
What is skull racing? Is that what you said? Skull racing?
Chugging a beer quickly.
Oh,
Yes.
skull. Sorry,
Yes.
I thought you said like skull, like
Skull,
Skull.
nice German pronunciation.
right. Okay, yep, my bad.
I say chug because
Yeah.
I'm from the East Coast.
Chug.
Yes. Shout out to Chugs. Chugs is a mythical British character that my friends and I used to reference a lot.
Okay, I'm glad you cleared that up because that was gonna be my next question. Who is Chugs?
Technically, I am Chugs, but he's meant to be an anonymous third
You're
party.
Chugs.
Over time, it sort of evolved into that, but
I feel like calling you Chugs is like a bit. Like, I don't think I'd call my boss Chugs. I feel like that's I feel like that's a surefire way to get fired, and that's not exactly something I want because I quite like my job.
Yeah,
but-
well, we love having you. Yeah, when I was 19, it was it's a shout out if you ever seen. We got a jam here, blind versus blind. Now it's gonna be a
King
nice,
5
easy
suit.
take. Yeah, I think 11 bigs, blind versus blind. Any king, you can pretty much whack it. He was the covering stack surprisingly as well.
That was blind v blind, was it? That makes more sense.
Have you ever seen? It's a British show called People Just Do Nothing.
No, but
You
that
heard of
sounds
it?
like it'd probably resonate with me.
Oh,
So.
you'd love it. If you've for anyone in the chat who's ever seen Trailer Park Boys or Letterkenny, it's kind of the British version of that.
Okay.
They're like a bunch of washed up rappers. They make they make one like terrible radio hit, which is just the same chorus line over and over again.
Yo.
And their manager is like a big Indian dude named Chubuddy G, and he's like
Chubuddy G.
Yes, and he's the character everyone loves. Like
I'm putting that on a t-shirt. That's a great name.
yeah, shout outs to Chubuddy. I actually heard that guy plays poker. That's okay.
Wait, Chubuddy G.
Chubuddy G, yes.
Please get him down here.
Dude, if
I'll
we can
pay
get
for his flight.
Chubuddy
I'll pay
G.
for his flight right now. You heard me. You heard me. Is there a camera in here? No? Damn. If there was, I'd be pointing at it. But if you hear me, Chubuddy G, I will pay for your flight here. I will pay for your accommodation. Come down to Playlive Melbourne.
Yeah, maybe come for next year's Melbourne Millions. I think next year's Millions is going to be enormous.
That's gonna be massive.
I got so many DMs after Millions. Everyone from I had a lovely chat with David Tuckman, who was like, "Can I come commentate next year?" I was like, "Dude, are you kidding me? Of course, you know
Absolutely. That's
that would
nuts.
be amazing." All the way to I think a ton of the influencers are planning on coming.
Sick.
And, maybe Mr. Alex Foxton. I was chatting with him last week. He's hoping to make it down next year as
Alex
well.
Foxton would be really fun.
He loves Australia, so loves escaping the winter time.
I saw he bought a stake in the joint, did he not?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
exciting.
Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
really sick.
What an amazing mind to have around, and I love picking his brain. Every time I chat with him, he always blows my mind with something.
Oh yeah.
I was like, I had this idea. We wanted to work on XYZ. He was like, you should call these 11 people. And I was like, I don't have their numbers. He was like, here's all their numbers. You know, it's like, you really have to be careful what you ask for around him because he's kind of like a genie, you know? You're just like, oh, can I speak to this person? And the answer is always yes. When is the
gold
670
ring.
gold ring coming?
Is that a thing? Is that something we were talking about? Like-
I do remember having some discussion about this idea at some point. I'm not sure how that would work. I think we could do it like this. We could have a 600 Sunday leaderboard throughout the year and have points.
I like that.
Point for caching, points for FT, and then points for top 3, second,
Yes.
and first.
I like that.
And then just the overall winner at the end of the year. Maybe during Melbourne Millions, we give out the ring. Favorite Super Bowl of all time.
Oh, I'm diverting to you for this one.
Wow. Are you an NFL fan at all?
I'm not. I'm much more NBA and college basketball. But
Ooh,
yeah.
so you're like a true basketball fan.
Oh, I love a bit of basketball, but I'll tell you who's a really big fan of the NFL and college football, especially, is my dad and my brother. So I wish right now that I had them here to just like phone,
Pass on
phone
the,
a friend. Like
yes.
here's the mic here. Go.
The
nuts,
millionaire music comes in.
Oh,
Dun-dun-dun-dun, you know? Favorite. Look, I'm a Steelers fan, so my temptation is to pick a year where the Steelers won, but I don't think that that's true because most of those years were actually very boring Super Bowls. I'm gonna say Giants over the Patriots after winning the championship against the Packers in Green Bay in the snow. Which Guy was at that game, believe it or not. We were in high school.
You kidding, really?
Yeah, he went with our buddy who's a mega Giants fan.
Mega Giants.
His family was very wealthy and flew them all out. We were just like teenagers. Guy got to go for free, so lucky boy he was. And then,
yeah.
of course, Eli Manning with the massive upset. I'm not a Giants fan, but I do think that was probably the coolest Super Bowl of all time. Had that helmet catch.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a Pats fan. Unlucky, Draven.
Oh, you poor soul. If I had to pick one team, I think I'd have to go for the Vikings.
Ooh, that's a unique choice.
Well, my dad's from Minnesota initially.
Oh, right, yes, I knew that about
so
you.
I was like, you know what? Like, if I have to follow someone, I'll follow the Vikings. And the Vikings for a long time. The Vikings remind me of Carlton, which also sucks because I'm a Carlton fan as well. But they were like really, really bad.
Yes.
For like a long time.
And now they're very...
And now they're like pretty good, right? But they had that like stretch where they got really good, and it reminds me of like 2022 to 2024 Carlton, where they like got good, and now obviously like Carlton's a bit in the toilet, but you know, I think 2026 will be a good Colton year, but
Oh, we'll see how we go.
we'll see.
Oh, look at this. So we got an open here on the button from Andrew with the ace-5-0. Pretty standard open. And it looks like Theo getting a bit of a cheeky 3-bet in with the queen-9. Oh, no, it's just a flat. I think with a hand like queen-9-0, I am going to prefer either a fold or a 3-bet. I think queen-10 and above, you can start mixing in some flats.
Yeah.
But forget what I said. Just flops it. Top pair.
Yeah. When you're Theo, you don't really need to do anything like GTO or solver approves because, well, you're Theo. You just have like added equity, and you just know the queen's coming as well.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just, what would Theo do? You know what I'm saying?
The Theo bonus equity. Oh, and he is going to find a lead here. And this is like these spots that Theo puts you in where
You just don't.
it just sucks with ace high, right? Like it's you want to just, throw it in the bin, but you have ace high against a guy who's capable of just doing this with any hand.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he could just have so many strange hands in his range. But the truth is, if you float him with ace high, he's going to make you pay additional streets.
Yeah, 100%. He doesn't just fire one bullet.
Never.
He doesn't slow down. He is foot on the gas the whole time. If he's going to play, he's going to play for it all.
Yeah, that's what makes him such a tough opponent. Oh, he's telling Theo to look at 1.
Oh, interesting.
Now, I do believe how he's going to make him show everybody because of tournament rules. Yeah, it looks like he did flash the hand there. There is a show one, show all rule in tournaments.
There is indeed.
It's, it's one of those rules that I actually never mind if it's not super strictly enforced because it's meant as an anti-collusion measure, but you can tell when people are like showing their buddy and being obnoxious and when they're just like being polite and showing the guy that they were in the hand with, like it's very discretionary. So it's good to, just have a sort of blanket policy around that stuff like TDA does, but I do think it's like overall pretty harmless.
Oh, I mean when I play cash, I love sweating my buddies. I love showing my cards around.
Absolutely.
And for the most part, like if someone goes, hey, like, show one, show all, I have no quarrels. They're like, yeah, like, here you go, have a look. Like, I don't mind, man. Like, come on now. Like, what are we doing here? I will say, though, there are times when it can get a little bit dicey. Like, there have been times where I think that, someone has shown the cards, and then someone will be like, oh, what did you show? And then, obviously, like, I think that they've shown the cards, so I turn it over, and they're like, oh, like, I actually didn't show my cards. It's like, okay, well, like,
it's like you're like it's my responsibility.
Of course, yeah.
I thought it wasn't a rule, bad etiquette, but not a written rule. It depends on the venue and on the tournament rules. We use the TDA rule set, which is kind of the most standard sort of generic tournament rule set around the world. We do have a couple of house rules built on top for some niche edge cases we've run into, but for the most part, 99% of our rules are just coming straight out of TDA. And I do believe in TDA it is a rule, although I gotta say, I'm not the rules guy, so don't quote me on that. I am very much not the. Let's see. Can you get a list who's in a tournament and who's been knocked out on the site? So that is possible within the software. We actually don't do that on purpose. There are a lot of players that prefer to not have their name publicly broadcast like that. Yeah, I mean, for the live stream, obviously, if you're ending up on the stream, I think everyone's generally comfortable. But there are some people with their professional careers, with work, whatever, where they just prefer to have it not go that way. I think there's also some players that are maybe more recreational players that feel like they kind of get targeted. They don't want people like registering a tournament just to come after them. So we actually hold off on doing that on purpose. But we are working on some new software upgrades for the website, and we're cooking up a little bit of a Playlive app.
Playlive app?
Yeah, guys been working on that a little bit with me. We've been
I like the sound of that.
Seeing what's possible. So it's going to be a work in progress. It'll take a little while, but hoping to have one place on your phone, mobile native, where you can like see all your tournaments, jump in. Oh, and look at this.
All in from Tim.
Yeah.
9-7 Sui.
And this is going to be an easy call from Theo.
Yeah.
Is it just a flat or an ISO? Does opt for just the flat. Now, I think with Theo's stack, if you get rejammed on with 9s, your hand is going to be a little bit too strong, and you're probably just going to have to go with it. But he's not going to have to sweat. And if you're Chambers, this sucks, man.
This is horrible.
The worst possible hand to run into, right?
Just absolutely dominated here.
Ace high or...
Hoping for some diamonds.
Yeah, it's going to need diamonds.
I reckon there's one on the flop. I reckon there's one. You reckon I got this one? Hey, I was right.
That's one. Some hope.
Oh,
and the Queen of Hearts,
man,
and he's
that'll
just
seal
dead
the
on
deal.
the turn.
And that'll do it for
That's
Tim
gonna be-
Chambers.
8th place. Good for 1120. Not a bad day at the office. Turns a decent profit there, but we are going to be 7-handed now. 1380 next, so smaller pay jump, and then once you get to 6th, the pay jumps start to really grow. 3, 4, 500. You start getting these kind of full buy-in pay jumps. What does Tim do for a living? Not sure. Do you know Chambers very well?
I don't know Chambers very well, but what I will do is I will make sure to ask him that next time I deal to him.
Yes.
And I will get back to you.
At some point during the series, when Lucas is not pitching cards, we'll get him back in the booth, and he can.
That sounds stupendous.
Yeah.
Love to.
We can have that be like the Easter egg,
Oh, yeah.
that you come back with.
Love to. I also have just seen your comment, Draven. Boston everything, Jaylen Brown for MVP. Draven, I urge you to get help. Boston, I don't like Boston. Jaylen Brown's a good player, but Jaylen Brown will not be winning MVP. If anybody's going to win MVP that isn't Shea or Jokic, it's definitely got to be Cade Cunningham. I love watching the Pistons. I think their rise has been so much fun to watch. From going from like 2-28 to now the #1 seed in the East is just like crazy.
It is
like
pretty
2
nuts.
years is nuts. Absolute nuts.
And it's not like they did it with money, right? Like they did it off the back of just
They did it with the
internal
same players they've had. Like,
development.
yeah, absolutely. To watch Jalen Duren as well, like develop, like Cade Cunningham has always been good, but to watch people like Jalen Duren, Duncan Robinson, those kind of guys get as good as they have, it's been really fun to watch.
I'll argue about the Celtics all day with you at work, man. There's no escape.
Bring it on, my friend. I've got all the info for ya.
So we got an open here under the gun. Pocket 7s from Tom. Lucas Chan with 8-9 of spades on the button. This is going to be an interesting one. He's one of the larger stacks, so this is a spot where he could decide to 3-bet and put some pressure on using a stack. And he can also get some of these, I don't want to say out of line flats. I think 8-9 suited is a very reasonable flat in position. But these more speculative kind of suited connector calling hands where post-flop, because he's in position and he has all the players covered, he's going to over-realize his equity a ton. And so suddenly, like normally these suited connector hands, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9 suited, aren't as attractive when you have these shorter stack sizes. They're better in cash games when everyone's like hundreds of big blinds deep. But in these spots, you can kind of you can put some extra pressure on. Hell yeah, brother. NBA chat. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. I can talk NBA all day, Nick. Got any questions? Got anything you want to chat about? I am your man. Go nuts.
Last week had 150. Yeah, we had crazy numbers last week. Usually average 80 to 90. Obviously, there's a lot going on in Melbourne right now. Another series going on, plus Aussie Millions main event satellites running all the time. So
Look at this. Tom hitting middle set on the flop.
oh, and that's top pair for Lucas. So this is going to get expensive.
And the backdoor spades as well. This will be interesting.
He certainly won't be folding. Could even consider a raise here some of the time with the backdoor on the top pair. Let's see what he opts for here.
C3 folds and C4 calls.
Yep, looks like he did announce an all-in. Gonna get snap called by the middle set, so that's gonna be bad news for Lucas Chan. Can't blame him for how he played his hand. Pretty reasonable all in all. Oh,
hello.
just picks up unlimited outs.
Is he getting there? Oh, and that's the boat for Tom. He's going to double up through Lucas Chan.
A huge and sweaty double for Tom McMahon.
He's now chip leading Tom. Look at him go. I was talking about him earlier in the stream, and now here he comes, storming through the field, taking first place.
Yeah, it's crazy on these final tables. If you're one of the middling stacks and you have 20-something bigs, you're kind of stuck in ICM jail. But then when you find a spot like that where you make a set against top pair and you double, suddenly you're in the driver's seat.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
It's amazing. It's like how different it is having 20 bigs versus having 12 bigs.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I mean? Because then when you double, suddenly you have 40 bigs, and you're.
It's a completely different strategy from that point on.
Completely different.
You can start putting some real pressure on some of these smaller stacks. Be interesting to see just how aggressive Tom decides to be over the next sort of few orbits. Whether he decides to really ramp up the pressure, use that stack to his advantage, or whether he wants to sort of take it a bit more tame.
Yeah, so far we've had very polite chip leaders.
We definitely have, haven't we? It's been the case the whole day as well. I was dealing earlier today, and it hasn't been a super aggressive tournament, I'll say. Not a whole lot of real aggressive actions or aggressive tables. But it's been really fun. It's been really fun to watch dealing to it today, and then getting to commentate tonight. Be interesting to see where it goes from here.
Absolutely. Saw you wearing a black zip hoodie, not available for sale. It is a prototype. We are going to order a bunch of them. Yeah, I do think it's time for the zip hoodies. We pretty much sold out of all the original round of merch. There's still some samples and the stuff hanging on the wall, and we'll stock up on more of that stuff. But I do think the zip hoodies are going to be good. I will say with the prototype one I have, just to show Lucas while we're here.
Oh, is that the one?
Yeah.
I like that.
Look, there's one issue with it. The logo is way too big. It's obnoxious.
Nah, wait, hang on. Sorry.
Here, check it on.
He's currently passing it. I'm gonna do a VAR check here real quick. VAR.
We'll do a bit of a audio,
Someone cue the VAR. Slow. Nah, see, I rate that.
Yeah?
I actually really like that. Any smaller and no one can see it. If I'm gonna be wearing a jumper from Playlive, I want people to know it's I want them to either know it's from Playlive, or I want them to come and ask me, yo, what's that logo about? And I'd be like, well, I can tell you.
Well, I have a story for you?
Let me tell you something about 129.
Yes, 129.
129.
Yes.
Let me tell you something about 129
129.
York Street, South Melbourne.
I got eviscerated in the chat during Melbourne Millions because I was sneaking in as many address drops as possible. And it became kind of like a game with me in the chat of people trying to sneak in the address into their comments,
Honestly, fair enough. I mean, what else are you gonna do? Games like that are fun. Come on.
Absolutely. There's some great copy pastas too.
Oh, for sure. I was thinking about this, right? I was actually talking. You know who I was talking to this about? I was talking to Jet, right? And for those of you who don't know, Jet is one of the dealers here at Playlive as well, one of my good friends. And he and I were talking, because he and I both want to eventually be able to do some commentary together. But we were talking about the idea of having a Playlive soundboard for when we're commentating, right? And one of the first ideas for a soundboard button that we were thinking about, if you guys have been down to Playlive, you guys will know who Tiger is. Right? Tiger's one of our TDs. And every time he's on a table, every time he's dealing, there's an all-in. Someone goes all in. He goes, every shekel. I want to have a button. That I can press when someone goes all in, and it just plays every shekel. That's what I want, 100%.
These 8 buttons, I mean, you're a DJ, you would know. These 8 buttons, they're all like soundboard buttons.
Yeah.
They're preset currently. I never deactivated the presets. So there's like a boom, you know what I mean? Like there's all that, though I think one of them's a laugh track. So every time we do commentary, I'm tempted to.
Oh, the fact that you've told me that now is really tempting me to press that big blue button on the right
and see what happens, right? I'm not even sure if only we can hear it or if the stream can actually hear it. I don't know if it's configured to actually feed the audio into the stream or if it would just go into our headsets.
Yep. That'd be an interesting one to test out.
Does the series start tomorrow? It does not. It starts on Thursday.
Yeah.
But we do have the golden ticket mystery bounty. We've had a bunch of flights already, and we have more flights running. Pretty unique tournament.
Test it out.
Test it out. All right. I'll press 1.
Go on then. Press the blue one.
All right, we're gonna try this blue button here.
Oh, that's the button.
Could everyone hear the button?
Nick Tran, start hitting the buttons. Oh, trust me, I'm tempted.
Did anyone hear that?
No.
Nope. So it's only for us.
I wonder if, like, you know what? This might be something we gotta. Yes, it's played.
It played.
It's just quiet.
It's just quiet. Okay.
It's just quiet.
Interesting. All right. One more. All right. Here we go, chat. Everyone.
Oh, nah, that's too powerful. Nah, that one is way too powerful.
Okay. All right. So we had an open here from Chris off the pocket kings.
Oh, this one's gonna get big. I wonder if this gets in.
Just opts for the min raise. Tom and the ace queen in the small blind. I mean, surely this is just getting in free.
Get in, yeah. I didn't realize Chris had 8.5 bigs.
Yeah, the series starts on Thursday, but we do have the golden ticket mystery bounty running right now. That's a unique tournament that we invented here at Play Live. Basically, it's a mystery bounty tournament, but the mystery bounty half of the prize pool are tickets for events in the series.
I was talking to, I think it was Berkey about this actually. Whoever came up with that as an idea needs a raise or a bonus or something, because that is one of the best ideas for a tournament. It is so unique and so like, it's so cool. I love it. I think it's such a brilliant idea, and it gets people down. It's a really cool idea. So,
and I think the nice thing is, last time a couple people got seats into buy-ins that they wouldn't otherwise play, and then found cashes in those events. And I feel like, okay, 10, 7, 8, 3. It's gonna need an ace. Oh,
gets there on the river.
Barry Greenstein, ace from space. Tom McMahon just delivers the brutality. And Chris is gonna be your 7th place finisher. It's like it's scripted, you know. It's just so.
It's almost like it's on a stream.
Yeah.
It's crazy, right?
Oh wait, I have just the thing.
Oh no, don't do it. Oh.
Don't say we don't have the best production value in Australia.
Oh yeah, best stream in Australia, guaranteed. Come on now.
Oh man, yeah, just the ace of spades on the river, just like that. That's a rough beat. And now Tom, from being middle of the pack, wins a couple of all-ins, and now he is absolutely in the driver's seat. I do expect to see
live poker is rigged.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like, you know, the funny thing about poker is, like, you play online and you're like, ugh, online poker's so rigged.
Oh yeah.
And then you play live and you're like, ugh, live poker's so rigged. It's like
everything's rigged, man.
When you're running bad, it just feels like the whole world is conspiring against you.
Oh yeah, that's sort of how it feels, though, isn't it? Like, what the thing that gets me right is, and mind you, this does not happen very often, but when it does happen, I always have to laugh. This is one of my, as a dealer, this is one of the best moments you can sort of experience, in my eyes at least. I don't know if it's like this for anybody else. There have been very few times, but there have been times where I have been called a card mechanic.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
and I sit there,
man.
and I look at these guys in the face, right? I look at these people in the face, and I go, if I was really a card mechanic, I would not be dealing at Play Live on a casual,
of course.
On a casual.
You go to
range.
Monte Carlo. And,
I would be dealing some games, rigging some guys out of millions. I would not be dealing here, man. Like, come on.
For
like,
like
what are we
a
doing?
normal working man's wage,
Like,
you know.
like, come on now. Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
It's just crazy. But it is always really funny. Like, I always have to laugh when people say that. And obviously, like, some of the time it's a joke. But every now and again, you get the sort of hint of real sort of.
You get the people who are so tilted they lose their ass from their elbow, you know.
Oh, for sure. Now, mind you, that barely ever happens.
Especially
at Playlive. Like Playlive is such
we have the nicest people, man.
It's so positive, man. Honestly, like, it's such a welcoming environment, and that's sort of what you guys were trying to build when that was the first.
Absolutely.
When the concept for Playlive was first coming out, that was the first thing that Bridge and Josh said to me, was that we really wanted to distinguish the venue from other venues in Melbourne. And we did that by making it far more, what's it called? Community based.
Yes,
right? Community centric.
I think like it's very easy to say the word community, and it's very hard to actually build the semblance of community. I think it's like, you know, we see it in spades. It's like even when people are pissed off about the structure last week, I was like, no worries, we'll tweak it. And then they're like, well, what are you going to do to make it better? I'm like, well, why don't you guys just decide?
Yeah.
And we just took a vote and people decided. And now we have this. And we're going to tweak it again because there's some things that aren't quite perfect about it. And we'll keep tweaking it until the majority of people are as happy as possible.
Exactly.
Right? And that's just like, that's all it takes is just, you know.
Actually listening to the community is a big thing. Like a lot of, like you said, a lot of people throw the word community around without actually having any sort of evidence or doing anything to actually back up the fact that they're trying to build a community, right? The best way to build a community, show that you trust them, show that you actually care. And how do you do that? You know, you ask the question, how you know, what are we going to do to change it? Go to you guys, defer to you guys. You guys tell us what you want, right? And we'll try and make it happen.
We'll try, you know, and I think people do always have to be mindful. Like there's so many things to consider. You know, it's you have to consider the staff. Like when we changed the structure, some people felt like it was a personal slight, and I was like, look, we have commentators doing this for free. We have stream operators working till 4 a.m, dealers, managers, registration desk people, wait staff working till 4 a.m. We have players that have a job where they got to be at work at 9 a.m.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? They don't get home till 5. They have to get up at 7:30 and then go straight to work. It's like, of course, if you're a grinder or you're a poker pro or whatever, you'll be like, why did you speed up the structure? I want as many hands as I can get. And it's like, of course you do. We understand that, you know what I mean? We play poker, we get that. But
Always.
Obviously there's so many factors to consider. So never going to be able to do anything perfectly, but you try and at least listen whenever it's possible. I think that's the key.
Absolutely. I think that one thing that people do sometimes forget as well is just how young this venue actually is. This venue has been open less than a year.
Yep, 10 months.
Less than a year we've been open, and in that time we have experienced so much and changed so much. We have learned. You know, I can speak,
every 2 weeks it looks different. Right?
Genuinely, like I used to work as wait staff. I still do from time to time, and from a purely wait staff perspective, we are constantly changing. We're constantly trying to find new ways to provide service to you guys, the players, to the punters.
Got the fancy coffee machine.
Oh yeah.
Built the bar.
That coffee machine. Oh my lord.
Do you know how much that thing cost?
I do know how much.
Yeah, it's insane.
I shuddered. I even told. This is the thing, right? This is the funny thing. When Bridge showed me what coffee machine we were planning on getting, I said to him, I was like, Bridge, I don't think that's necessary. Like, I don't think we need that. Like, there are places in Melbourne, like actual coffee shops in Melbourne that don't have a machine this nice.
No, make a lot of coffee though.
Oh,
look at this. Tom McMahon starting to use that chip lead as predicted. Open the Queen 4-0 in the cutoff here.
Oh.
We got a 3-bet on the button from the Ace Jack of Diamonds. I do like this 3-bet. I think as a middling stack, when the big stack opens, it can be difficult to want a 3-bet with some of these more middling quality hands like the Ace Jack suited, because, you know, you're covered, and if he 4-bets, you're probably gonna have to fold. But at the same time, you do have to assume he's opening quite a wide range, which we see, of course, with the Queen 4-0. He is opening a very wide range, and you have to punish that by 3-betting. Otherwise, he's just gonna get away with murder. Do we have any ladies events? We have run a couple. Hoping to bring some back. I do think like the women's poker community is a bit like self-governing, I guess is like the word. So if Taylor or Tram or, you know, one of the ladies that's like very active and kind of galvanizing the scene messages me and is like, hey, can we sneak a ladies event somewhere in here during the series? You know, this day is kind of good for people. This is the buy-in range we were thinking. We try and just do it. But you kind of have to, it's one of those things you have to like plan for specifically. If you just chuck it on the schedule, you know, it's not necessarily going to get enough turnout to get it up. But yeah, we've run, I don't know, 3 or 4.
I actually don't know how many. I know that we ran one in the first series that we ran. The very first series that we ran. But I can't remember for the life of me whether we've run. I know
we've
that
run
we...
a couple more.
Yeah.
I think maybe 3 total.
Did we run one during the Winter Series
I
last
think
year?
so.
We did,
yeah.
didn't we? Yeah. No, we definitely ran one during the Winter Series.
Look at this.
Oh, hello, Tom.
After the greedy open,
My word.
chip leader open and then gets 3-bet and gives up, just has the aces. And this is just like one of those spots you dream about because no one believes you, right? So come from Tazzy. Awesome. Yeah, we'd love to have you.
Absolutely. Come on down. Experience it firsthand, Mel. It is just the best. It is just the best environment here at Playlive. And I'm not paid to say that.
That's true. You're currently you finished your paid work for the day.
Oh, I'm
this,
done.
This is
I'm
just
off the
all
clock,
volunteer,
mate.
baby.
This is fun. Oh, monotone flop
Look
here.
at this top pair and the 10 of diamonds for Theo and just aces for Tom. I mean,
This could get spicy, especially with Theo.
Could get really spicy. There's a world where this gets all in on the flop.
There is definitely a world where this gets all in. And I'll tell you what, I like that 10 of diamonds chances.
Tom opts for the check call. I actually quite like
I
this.
don't mind that one bit, yeah.
7 of spades. And the question is, does it ever go check on the turn here? It does. So Theo is going to save himself. Oh, just kidding.
Just gets there.
Jack of diamonds. Now, if you're Tom,
Sort of hate your life here. Yeah. Aces, don't I really don't like it.
Aces with no diamond is a pretty solid candidate to hero call. It's always tough to want a hero call on these 4-tone boards, but you do. Oh, wow. And Theo just checks back with the 10 of diamonds. That feels like he was letting him off nice and easy.
He just lost the minimum there.
And doesn't make Tom show his hand either, so...
Oofs.
Very gentlemanly from Theo. Now, I do understand, from Theo's perspective, he's second in chips. This is the one person that covers him. If he bets and he gets raised, he opens a whole can of worms and starts to take a risk that he feels like, oh, maybe is unnecessary. I can just check back and win. But I do think, given the action, going check on the turn, probably do need to find a value bet with the 10 of diamonds there. Oh, shout outs to Amanda in the chat. What is happening? Stream OG.
Nick Tran, very hostile atmosphere at 129 York Street.
Yeah.
I have to fundamentally disagree with you there, man. This feels like a very friendly atmosphere right now in the booth. I'll tell you that much for free.
I think Nikki might be taking the piss. Okay, wait. That's not exactly what taking the piss means, right? Because I'm more implying that he's being sarcastic, being ironic.
Yeah, having a laugh.
I feel like taking the piss has a slightly different connotation.
Right?
Is there a different Australianism for this scenario?
Oh, good question. No, I use taking the piss all the time. Like
you think it can also be used?
You know
in that
what?
way?
You know what? I say, you're having a laugh, aren't you?
Okay, yeah. I feel like having a laugh makes more sense.
Yeah.
For this scenario, because in my head, taking the piss has like more of like a negative connotation. Not to psychoanalyze Australian. Oh, it's perfect. Okay, sweet.
Bang on.
I'm always trying to level up. Like I can't use too many cool Australian expressions because they sound a little weird coming from my accent.
Like what? Hang on, no.
Well, I can't.
You can't open that can of worms.
I can't say the C word.
Oh no, you definitely can't say that on stream. No.
Well, just in general, it doesn't sound good coming from me. It just sounds wrong.
It's okay. We can say that off stream.
Yeah,
I haven't heard you say that yet. So.
It doesn't sound good. I'm telling you, this does not belong in my vocabulary. I'm too American. Just got home after playing some PLO. Very nice.
Very nice. Who's in the box? That would be me, Amanda. My name is Lucas. This is my first time sitting in the commentary box here with Josh, and I'm absolutely loving my time so far.
Absolutely. And look at this. So we got a hijack open with the ace-10. Just a flat from the jack-9 hearts from Theo, and we do have top pair versus the flush draw. So do expect to see some action. Yeah, Lord Agger, I don't think it has much to do with the structure because people voted on this structure specifically. There's just a lot going on right now. Another series going on, and also main event satellites for Aussie Mills. So it's just a busy day in Melbourne poker. I do expect next week during the series times, things will be pretty busy around here. But the next few days should be on the chiller side. Wow, did it go check? Very interesting from both parties. I would have expected a bet and a call. Oh, and they're checking. I'm wondering if there is a dynamic here because they're smiling a bit.
That's a very interesting
That was
check
very
all the way down.
friendly.
Checks all the way down?
Now, I could see that going either way where they have a friendly dynamic and they're playing nice, or the opposite where he knows Theo's really capable of getting out of line and he thinks by taking a kind of friendlier approach might be able to
Induce something,
induce some action. Yeah, exactly.
For sure. I mean, you're right. Theo is definitely one of those players that will just can put you in just spots where you just go, and you just hate. I tell you what, right? I tell you what. There are a handful of players that play at Playlive that I would just hate to play against. Like, I don't think I could ever do it because I just get so frustrated. And nothing against Theo. I think Theo's a lovely guy.
Oh, he's the nicest guy ever.
He's the nicest guy ever, and he's very solid. But couldn't play against him. Couldn't play against, especially in cash. Oh my! I'd get up and leave. For sure. I'd just get up and leave.
He will always make your life difficult.
Yeah.
And I think that's a mark of a strong opponent, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Is the guys that make your life tough, you know that they're doing something right.
Oh yeah.
The couple of times I've played with Mr. Foxen in my life, in my younger days.
You poor soul.
Yeah, he's such even though he's like the nicest person ever, and I know that about him because I've known him, But as soon as you're on the table, you're like, "Hey, Alex," and he just stares at you straight into your soul. He's 6'4".
Yeah, he's massive, and he's a good-looking guy as well.
He's like big, handsome football player. It's it can be quite intimidating.
Oh, for sure.
This is gonna be an easy jam, blind versus blind. Only 6 bigs for Sam. And I don't know if Tom's cards missed the scanner.
Missed the scanner, yeah.
So we are going to be sweating along with him.
Want to make a side bet?
Okay. Yeah. I'm game.
I reckon he has...
What's up, Trixie, in the chat?
I reckon he's got Queen 8.
Queen 8 is a good shout.
Because he couldn't have anything super strong, otherwise the chips would already be in there.
I'm going to say
8.
Jack 10.
Oh!
Okay, bit worse.
Yeah, and he gets a fold there from Jack 7 off. That seems relatively solver approved. Hello, Amanda. Pleasure to be here tonight.
Shout outs to Amanda, shout outs to Trixie. Thanks for everyone who's joining us. For people who are wondering, we are planning on streaming the 6 Hundy pretty much every week. So you can kind of look out for this same evening time, 8 to 9 o'clock for the stream start on the 6 Hundy. But we are making some tweaks, testing some stuff out with the structure, trying to get it so everyone's very happy with it. But, of course, Thursday, Grand Prix Series kicks off.
Hell yeah.
So you can expect to hear a whole lot of me yapping in the booth throughout the series.
Looking forward to listening to that.
Chuck it in your headphones while you deal.
I actually would. If I was allowed to wear headphones, I would 100% put the stream on. Are you for real?
Yeah.
That would be so much fun.
Good way to pass the time, I guess.
You know what we should do? You know how in like AFL, in any live sports, they have the people up in the commentary booth and then they have the people down on the ground?
Yes.
We should do that.
Like an on the floor reporter.
On the floor
or whatever.
reporter. Yeah. Give me a headset, connect me to the booth, and let me do it. That would be so much fun. I don't know how that would work in practice, but in theory, it sounds like an amazing idea.
Next staff party, can I trade you some pocket lint and a bag of twisties for some chess lessons? Sure. You can first lessons on the house, huh? How about that?
Make it 2 bags of twisties. I'm hungry.
Yeah, okay. You heard the man. He's named his price.
I think he might have been talking to you because I don't know anything about chess.
Yes, I have been a chess teacher for a very long time. We have a few.
Wait, what?
Yeah, that was my first job at a university. Didn't know that?
Wait, you for real?
Yeah.
Wait, that's actually really cool.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Before I got into poker or my corporate career in startups, I was a chess teacher. Hoping to go back to it one day. Doesn't pay the big bucks, but it's a labor of love for sure.
I mean, it makes sense. You see a lot of like poker players are also like absolute chess wizards.
Yes, my high school we won 3 national championships. That's my fun fact for anyone who played the scavenger hunt
6 strikes.
You'll take my roll heads up. I have no doubt, bro. I suck.
Yeah, look, more of this Andrew and Theo checking it down stuff. I am going to keep an eye on that. It doesn't seem like they're getting out of line. Everyone seems like they're all smiles and laughs. So does feel like there's a dynamic at play here that we're just tuning into. But you know, the dealers will always be keeping an eye on that just to make sure. But yeah, seems my understanding from our limited sample size here is Andrew feels like if he keeps this up, keeps the friendly dynamic going, and he gets the right scenario,
Exactly right.
he can give Theo the rope to hang himself. Oh, shout outs to Johnny in the chat. What's up?
You're kidding. Oh my god.
Yeah, Johnny's an avid...
I was trying to figure out for this entire time who it was that was going back and forth with me. Johnny, mate, I'm glad it's you.
Yeah.
I'm glad it's you. We can talk smack any day of the week. Come on now, bring it. You got better than that. You know what? Now that I know it's you, you got better than that. Come on now.
Yeah.
Come on. Don't hold back.
Ramp up the shit talk. Let's go.
Yeah, there you go. Come on now.
So we are 6 left if you're just joining us. Josh Abney here in the booth with Lucas. We're watching a little 6 Hundy Sunday action.
6 Hundy Sunday. Who came up with that name? That's a really good name.
I think that's a Bridges original.
That sounds like a Bridges
Might have been a Berkey idea though. Not sure.
It's live. Trying to be civil.
We appreciate that, yes. As everyone will hear me say very often in the chat, please try and keep it positive. No shit talk, no negative talk about other operators or poker brands or people you don't like. This is not the place for that. If you want to have a good time, hang out, then absolutely. If you want to come and spread negativity, talk shit, go do it somewhere else, man. No tolerance for that. This is supposed to be a place to hang out, watch a little poker. If you can't sleep late on a Sunday night, listen to our beautiful dulcet tones, entertain you to bed.
Dulcet tones.
Someone posted that during Melbourne Millions. They're like, wow, look at Josh's baritone dulcet tones. I was
Dulcet tones.
I had to Google what that meant.
I'm. You know what?
Yeah, give it a Google.
Yeah, let's get a VAR check on the word dulcet, shall we?
So Tom
Sorry,
opening
friends
up
and
the
fans.
ace deuce on the button here. Theo defending the 10-8 of hearts. Pretty standard. Do expect to see a C-bet here from the chip leader.
Seat 4 bets 30,000.
Look, I'm whispering in your ear.
All right, I got a VAR check on the word dulcet. Dulcet is an adjective describing sounds, particularly voices or music, that are soothing, melodic, and pleasant to the ear.
There you go.
There you go.
Guess I'm soothing, melodic, and pleasant to the ear.
To some.
That's the ocean. Yeah. The number one thing that always trips me out in the chat where people are like, oh, you got a great accent for commentating. I'm like, generic East Coast American. And I think about it, it's like actually like 90% of the most famous commentators on earth
Are American.
are generic East Coast
And
Americans.
East Coast, yeah.
I was like, okay, I guess that does make sense, you know.
Oh, for sure.
I last summer in Vegas, I was hanging out with the one and only Tony Dunst. Shout outs to Tony. And I got to go in the commentary booth for the WPT. He was commentating with Vince Van Patten on the break, and I watched Vince my whole childhood, and he has that super iconic voice. And so they go on break, and Tony introduces me. He's like, "Hey, Josh, Vince Van Patten heard so much about you, you know." And I was like, "Oh my god, it's just like on the TV."
I can hear him.
It's like, wow,
You should be right there, and you're in front of me instead. That's funny. That is very funny.
Theo very likely probably just has his wristband either in front of him or in his pocket, in his wallet, whatever. As long as you have it on you, so that the servers can see to serve you food and that you've paid for hospitality, then it's all good. It doesn't literally have to go on your wrist. It's just the easiest place for it. But yeah, as long as you can display it upon request, so that they know whether to feed you, that is all good.
Yeah. Tonight's food was quite good as well, I have to say. We had chicken coleslaw. Vietnamese chicken coleslaw.
I love that
for
stuff,
lunch.
man.
Oh, that was the nuts. I was so hungry when I got to work, and to have that was a treat as a staff member. Got to have that, and then I think it was Hokkien noodles. Hokkien noodles tonight. Yeah, no, it was a good one. It was a very, very good one. Good spread of food here at Playlive, I must say.
Yes, one of our unique selling points for sure. Oh, and look at this. Andrew opens the button and does a nice thing here where he's been chatting with Theo and with Lucas Chan, and they've been, kind of smiling, having this fun dynamic. Opens the aces and continues to just
Keep talking.
keep chatting, doesn't break his rhythm, and now he's going to get this opportunity that he's been waiting for. He's going to find some action from Theo. Might even get a defend from Lucas as well.
I reckon he does now that Theo's come in.
So this is where the chill, the checks, the friendliness starts to pay off, right?
Oh, yeah.
It's
It's going to be a lot harder now that one of the kings is accounted for. I'll tell you that much for free. But can we see 2 jacks on the board, perhaps? Maybe 1. I'm getting the feeling there might be 1. I'll see if I can go 2 for 2.
Have we got any early games Monday? If you ever want to see what is going on, the best way to do that is go to our website, click on the tab that says live events, and you will see exactly what time all the tournaments are on. But the short answer to your question is during the week, we only open in the evenings because most people got work. We often forget as poker players, but the vast majority of our community work regular 9-to-5 jobs. Real contributing adults to this society of ours, so we're obviously a bit more on the night schedule over here, except during the series times, of course.
Oh, yeah.
But we will have some Big 5 satellites coming up right at the start of the series, and then Thursday, series kicks off with the opener, so we do have a continuation bet and a check call from Theo with the 2 overs and the jack of clubs. I don't mind this. Turn some additional equity.
Oh, God.
And this is going to be an awkward one. Is the mini main a freeze out or a rebuy? Definitely not a freeze out. If you ever want to freeze out on the schedule, it'll always say freeze out on it. We will have a freeze out event throughout the series, but no, the mini main tends to be one that people like to max fire. Field was absolutely massive during Melbourne Millions. I do expect that to be one of the biggest fields again this time around.
It's gonna be very interesting to see how the series goes.
Yeah, I was always telling people, they're like, do you think it'll be as big as Melbourne Millions? It's like, of course not.
Nah.
It's not supposed to be, you know what I mean? That's
not the goal.
That's the Millions, that's the big one once a year, but it's not like series are normally quiet. Ooh.
You just knew it was gonna happen. You just knew it was gonna happen.
It's unbelievable,
I was gonna
man.
call it. I was gonna say queen or 8. Oh, that is sick. How does he just get there like that? And he's gone all in.
And with the ace of clubs, too.
my gosh.
Andrew blocks clubs. I mean, he's got to feel pretty good about his hand, but it is a 4-liner on the board, 7, 8, 9, 10.
That is just sick.
Not going to be a lot of 6x in Theo's range, so you're mostly just wondering, does he have a jack? Does he not have a jack? You're not too worried about a flush.
How does he just get there?
And this is just a nightmare spot if you're Andrew. Again, Theo totally capable of bluffing you here, right? And that's the tough spot, right? Like some players, you just flick in a call because they're capable, and some players you just find the hero fold because you're just like, look, he's never bluffing. I don't beat any value hands, so aces is never good. Against Theo, you have to believe that aces is going to be good some of the time here.
Andrew's just got to be sitting there just going, how does he... Can he really have done it again? Can he really have just spiked it again? And if I was Andrew, you can't fault him for thinking that his ace is good here. I mean,
yeah,
like you said, it is Theo. He is very, very capable of bluffing.
And this is when you get there as a player like Theo, when you're on the aggressive side, you get some benefits, right? This is when
Absolutely.
you get paid. So the dynamic that Andrew was cultivating is now kind of blowing up in his face as he takes a brutal river. We'll see what he does here. Needs to jam the turn. I do think I generally agree with that. I think he gave Theo too attractive a price to continue on the turn because you can see Theo only has 1/3 pot behind here. So I do think Andrew probably could have tweaked for a slightly bigger flop sizing and then just a jam on the turn to prevent this type of scenario. But as played, he's going to have to decide.
Andrew just looks sick to his stomach. I mean, trying to put this one together. And like I said, just going, wow, I've really just been run down. And it'll be interesting. It'll be a very, very good fold if he does find it. But I mean, if I was Andrew, I don't think he's getting away from this one.
Yeah, it's a tough spot. Are there any players who have a disability that play there? There are. Yes, absolutely. The venue isn't like perfectly suited in that regard. We've been working on trying to make some improvements there, but we do have through the staff entrance an ability to get a wheelchair into the venue. So if you do need some help physically, you can call registration and they will absolutely do their best to accommodate you. I saw a comment, are you looking for dealers? We are always in the market for dealers during series times. Outside of series times, we have our regulars like Lucas that are kind of our main staff. But during the series, it is all hands on deck. We usually need all the help we can get. If you're interested in applying, all you got to do is call registration. Phone numbers on the Facebook page and the website. Let them know, and they will organize a time for you to come in for a table test. And if you pass the table test, we can throw you right in the deep end. Oh, you have a walker? That is no problem. We can absolutely help with that. That's easy.
Yeah.
We have some unique other, speaking of more kind of niche parts of the poker community, have some unique other things coming up. We are going to be hosting the Victorian Deaf Poker Championship this year. If you know Brandon, obviously he's one of our regulars.
Yeah,
Brandon is now the president of the Victorian Deaf Poker community.
Really?
And they were looking for a new home, and we were like, I mean, of course. And it made me realize, man, like how much people have given them a hard time. Because he was like, oh, can we do this? Can we do this? And I was basically like, you can do whatever you want, man. You're like,
go ahead.
You're one of our favorite customers. Like, yeah, absolutely, you know? You want to bring people? Oh, and he does call.
Does make the call.
I don't blame him.
Yeah, you can't fault him for that one. That's just a tough spot. And Theo's going to double up completely through Andrew.
And that is dangerous for everyone in this final table. Theo is now your chip leader, and you can better believe he is going to use those chips, apply maximum pressure.
He is going to make use of that stack, and everybody at that table is going to know. Everybody at that table is going to experience it. And I can tell you, if I was sitting at that table right now, I would not be looking forward to it at all. And I'll tell you what, the man that he just doubled up through, Andrew, is probably in the worst position at the table currently.
Yeah.
Sitting on his direct
chip
right.
leader on your direct left, and the chip leader you know is aggressive. Need a railing for the stairs of the front door. Yeah, unfortunately, we're not allowed to do a lot of like bigger construction-y projects because we don't own the building. We're just tenants, so we'd have to get the landlord to do things like that. But if you're ever struggling with the stairs at all, just let the staff know, and we can always let you through in the back in the staff entrance where there are no stairs. Yeah, just ask. We're always here to accommodate. We'll absolutely do our best to help out. Who knew one pair was the second worst hand in poker?
Nick Tran played the collusion sound effect. I'll tell you what, if there was ever any sort of inkling that there was any sort of funny business going on between those two players tonight, I can tell you right now that has been well and truly put to bed after that hand.
Yeah, as he crushes his soul.
Absolutely crushes him on the river, just gets there. And I'll tell you what, I just knew it was going to happen. I almost called it. I almost said, you know what, I reckon he's getting here after the flop. And I didn't want to, just because like, I didn't want to like speak it into existence. But I was thinking it pretty loudly. I'll tell you that much for free.
This has been a couple of pains on the river. We had that ace from space, and we've had two Theo binks, so... Definitely been an action-packed final table. 15-30 with a 30K big blind ante now.
Yeah.
Again, if you are just joining us, because I see people are starting to come into all the various chats, we are here live from Playlive Melbourne with the 6 Hundy Sunday. 129 York Street. You got Josh and Lucas in the booth. What happens if the player is half deaf? Does that count? Okay, I believe the answer is yes. What they were explaining to me with the Victorian Deaf Championship is they have one tournament within they run like a mini series. They have one tournament, I think, that's just for fully deaf people, where the tournament's played using Auslan Sign Language, which I learned was different than the ASL that I'm used to, obviously, as an American. And then they have tournaments that are open to hearing impaired, and then I think they have tournaments that are also just open to the public. where it's part of Victorian Deaf Poker Championship, but Brandon was like, tell everyone, come play. Like, you know, the bigger the field, the better. And I think we are actually having one of their members come and do some training with the dealers if you're interested in being a part of that.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, this is the first time hearing of it, but I mean, I'm all for that. I think that's absolutely amazing. I didn't even realize that was a thing.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, right?
Like I said, this is the first time I'm even hearing about this as. I'm 100% down. I'm really in support of that for sure, and I think it's only going to be a good thing for the poker community, and then
Absolutely.
also the Playlive community as well. To host this event, I'm 100% down.
They have quite a long history too. I think they've been going like 20, 25 years. I mean, this is.
Oh gosh, that makes me look bad.
Yeah, not a new organization, which is pretty cool. So we do have the hijack open here, Ace Queen from Tom, and Theo flatten on the button with the Ace 5.
I'll tell you what, Andrew Mulatto folded King Jack off here.
Yeah, it's a nice fold.
It's
On the tight side.
I would have thought that would have gotten in, to be honest. Especially after last hand. You know, there's definitely maybe some emotions running high, and Tom's gonna lock up this pot with Ace Queen here. Let's see what happens here.
It does just, they both do just check it down with the Ace High. I think makes sense. Tom, I think, knows best opportunity is to just give Theo some rope when you have the Ace High, and you know, find a hero call if the scenario arises. But Theo with Ace High as well kind of has the same idea. Yeah, Mel, I think if you're deaf in one ear, I think so long as you can understand sign language, Australian Auslang, I believe is the Australian sign language, then I think you're welcome to participate. I think they don't want to have to reverse accommodate. You know, they want everyone to be able to be in on the conversation and like be a part of the action and stuff. I do believe we're going to be live streaming some of that as well.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, so that should be pretty cool. Obviously, a bunch of the guys from the Deaf Poker community are regulars and play live in all of our tournaments throughout the week. I think Brandon actually bagged the chip lead in the Golden Ticket Mystery Bounty. I was looking on Facebook, and I saw he had a pile. He had like 500K or something.
He wouldn't be chip leading. You know who is chip leading?
Oh.
You know who is chip leading? And I learned about this, and I was stunned. Because not because this guy isn't capable. This guy is very, very capable. But just because he did it in one night. He did it in one flight. Winston with a pile.
Winston
has bagged a pile. He has bagged, right, a whopping 765,000 chips in the first flight of the Golden Ticket Mystery Bounty. And I'll tell you what, he is making sure to tell everybody.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
Oh, neither do I. And if I was
Always nice to be the king, you know.
Oh, for sure. And I'll tell you what, if I was someone having to go into day two, I would not want Winston as my chip leader. He is going to be putting a lot of pressure on, and no doubt he's going to be trying to bag a couple more times before the Golden Ticket day two, which I believe is on Wednesday, right before the series.
Yes, indeed. That'll be Wednesday, March 4th, 6:30. Yeah. So the cool thing we do with our multi-flight mystery bounty events is if you bag twice, then you pull your own bounty automatically. So this is also an accumulator structure with this golden ticket, so your stacks will get added together. And I know Winston's looking for more bags, trying to bring absolute Exodia stack into day two. But I do think kind of the main appeal for a lot of people in our multi-flight mystery bounties is just the fact that if you bag twice, your small stack, you're basically pulling the bounty from that. And of course, you know, pulling a mystery bounty can be huge, right? The EV on that is quite high. I believe there will be some 5K tickets in there. There'll certainly be some main event tickets.
How many 5K high roller tickets were there in the last one?
I think last time there were
a lot of runners.
2 or 3.
That's good. That's
Yeah,
really good.
should be the same this time. I think we're already just about clearing the guarantee.
The last time I checked, we still had a couple more
2,
people to
yeah.
hit. Yeah.
I believe it was Gen Pen 1-1, and it was a young guy who I've seen around, whose name I forget, won the other one. But it was definitely two people that wouldn't ordinarily get a chance to play something like a 5K high roller. And so I mean, that's always so exciting, right? If you can take a shot at a tournament that's outside your normal buy-in range without
risking a whole lot.
Exactly, without making yourself financially uncomfortable.
I mean, that's the best. That's the selling point for the tournament. I mean, to have a chance to play those types of tournaments where you're really up against the best and you really want to test yourself as well. Like that's, I say athletes. As athletes, that's all you really want to do is play against the best and really test yourself. So for something like that to even be an opportunity for some of these players is incredible as well. And that's the real pull for the Golden Ticket Mystery Bounty is people that necessarily, might not be able to play that usually, get that opportunity.
Get the chance.
Yeah, and it's really exciting as well. Like,
and if you do find a min cash, you're in for like, 250, 300, whatever it is, and then the min cash is for like 8K. You know what I mean? And so it's like the result is just insanely huge, it's just amazing. Like that.
Yeah, for sure.
So we have a jam here.
King 5 of hearts.
King 5 of hearts on the button is going to get it through.
It's going to chip up a little bit.
I like that gem. It's actually on the looser side as a middling stack. Because look at this. I mean, he's third in chips with his 15 bigs. The stacks have become very skewed, top and bottom heavy. So he does have some ICM risk to take into account, but that does kind of make your jam look stronger. So I think... I
actually don't mind it. It's a pretty interesting jam, but it gets through a lot.
Yeah, this suited king on the button obviously only have to get through 2 players. Is going to work out reasonably often. Well, Theo with a very playable hand here.
I'd be surprised if he doesn't open this one.
Yep, as the chip leader.
There it is.
Or co-chip leader. He is certainly going to get in the mix.
Love that from Theo. Playing honest poker.
Is that raise size correct?
Oh. That'd be interesting to see. Surely not.
Did he actually make it 150K? Wondering if that's a mistake from the stream operator.
Like, I don't think that's 150.
Yeah, I'm gonna assume that was a misclick.
It looks like 75, which would make a lot more sense. He looked like he grabbed three orange jaffas.
Yeah,
as we
75
call them.
makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Interesting.
So we are 6-handed still. I do expect to see the flies starting to drop, as the expression goes, as the stacks have... The rich are getting richer and the poor are getting poorer on this final table.
Yeah. Definitely was 150K.
Maybe he's just putting on the max pressure. Again, Theo...
Again, very Theo-coded.
Yes, you never know with this guy, man. That's what makes him so tough. I mean, he just makes so many final tables here. Like,
he just gets there. That's what I'm saying. Like, he just pulls it out of the bag. Just crazy stuff.
I believe he's quite a successful businessman as well in his career.
Oh, hello.
Couple of ace kings.
Don't mind that. All suits accounted for. We'll see if this gets all in. I reckon it does. And we'll see if we can see some pain. It's not Max Pain Monday. It's certainly not Max Pain Sunday. So if we see anything but a chop here, it'll be quite sickening.
One of my fun facts in my poker career is that at the circuit, when I first started, I busted 7 bullets in a row across 3 tournaments. Ace King versus Ace King, all 7 of them.
You're kidding, actually?
I swear to God. They wrote like a little poker news blurb about it.
7 times.
Yeah, some guy did the math on like how unlikely it was, and it was every variety, right? Like suited versus offsuit versus suited, offsuit versus off, whatever. Yeah. Like all the different possible versions of it. And it was like, after a while, it just became funny.
I don't think I find that funny. Oh, no.
Okay, we got a little free roll.
Free roll here for Lucas Chan. Can we see another?
Club on the turn?
Oh, don't do it. Don't do it. Not like this.
Don't do it. Okay.
Oh,
okay. Never easy in poker. Never easy.
I'll tell you what, I would have hated to have been Tom in that moment.
Right as I tell the story, my tale of woes.
Oh, you're just speaking it into existence, Jab.
I'm manufacturing pain. It's good for the content, man. What can I say?
Oh, great for the... unbelievable for the content. Come on now. But for the player, you'd be sweating. And he rightfully takes a sip of his drink there. I would be too.
Not like that.
Not like that.
You know, Lukey, obviously, shout outs to Mr. Martinelli, had a deep run in the WSOP Super Main in the Bahamas. In one of his earlier bullets in the event, he was eliminated on day 3. So you could make it all the way to day 3 and bust and still re-enter because there was it was structured in this weird way where that was possible. Or maybe it was the very, very end of day 2, but in the money already.
Yeah.
And he had Martin Cabral on his table, and he got coolered by Cabral, straight versus 2 pair.
Worst person to get coolered
And
by.
he texts me like, "Oh man, I had a big stack, but I got coolered by Martin Cabral. I'm out. I'm debating whether I'm going to fire another bullet." Thank God that he did.
Oh yeah, thank God that he did, because he did very well.
I'm so tempted to just text him, "Not like that," but I'm like trying to be a supportive friend. I'm like, "Oh, unlucky, buddy." You know,
Unlucky, buddy. Yeah, unlucky, pal. Nice hand. Played it well.
I'm coming to Playlive when the World Series is on and all the good players are in America. I'm not going to lie to you. If you want to find a time to come here, our winter series, which is smack dab in the middle of WSOP,
Is that an all-in on a call?
is not a bad idea. We do have an all-in and a call.
Oh, very nice.
Button jam from Andrew, Queen 7 of diamonds, I think off his stack size. That's pretty reasonable. And I like this call from Theo with the King 8 of spades.
Yeah, you knew he was never folding that. And he just gets there. Oh, no, he doesn't.
Oh, wow.
Andrew actually gets there.
Queen in the window. Oh,
And I spoke too soon.
and then just like that.
Just like that.
Theo won.
So the best hand does hold. And that is going to be more chips in the pocket of Theo. And an elimination.
It can't keep going on like this, can
The
it?
buddy love coming to a sharp end as Theo is the one to take his soul.
Oh, the game's going in it.
6th place for Andrew. Gonna get right at just under 2K for his troubles. Decent day at the office for sure. And now Theo with a pile. I mean, look.
Overwhelming chip leader here now.
I've seen this before. This is Theo's tournament to win. He is no stranger to closing these out. When he's got the big stack, he knows what he's doing with it. So all the players locked up 21-20 now. Playing for almost 10K up top. Pretty nice for a random Sunday.
Very decent payday, I'll tell you that much for free.
I didn't make 10K today. That would be nice.
I think I lost $20.
Yeah.
Put a bet on the NBA. That was my first mistake.
Spiritual Trading coming in for the mini main. Awesome. That is definitely one of the tournaments to come in for. You will see lots and lots of folks.
Hey, Parker, how you doing, mate?
Shout outs to Mikey.
Love having Parker in the chat here in the stream. One of the nicest blokes in the poker community, I have to say. Not a bad word to say about this man. And he says, "Nah, man, Tom's winning this." Honestly, I have to say, I reckon you're right. I reckon Tom pulls it out of the bag here. Not that I'm influencing action or ruining anything for anybody else, but if Tom won this, I'd be pretty happy.
Johnny in the chat saying 100% heads up win rate against Martinelli is my claim to fame. That is true. They got heads up in the Hydra. Johnny did take him down.
Oh,
so
that's right, he did too, yeah.
yeah.
And he got a very nice payday for that as
I think
well.
it was like 30 something K. I mean, that was a proper score.
Nick asked, "What was my bet?" Redacted. Redacted. It was actually abysmal. Let's you know what? Actually, let's go.
Let's have a look, shall we?
Let's pop a squeeze.
I'm gonna call the TD on Theo for having too much luck. Are you on the luck boxy side or on the I run so bad side of the spectrum?
Me?
Yeah.
First
in poker and then overall in your day-to-day life.
Oh, okay. Well, in poker, I'm okay. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna tell you a story. And it is why I'm a luck box in poker. And that's part of the reason why I keep playing, because if I wasn't a luck box, I'd just be, I'd just be trash and
getting crushed.
Quick
sidebar here.
Oh yeah.
Theo opens it up. Sam had just over 2 bigs in the big blind, so he's just gonna take his fate with the suited 10-3.
I reckon the 10 gets here.
Oh, couple of diamonds.
Yeah, I reckon that hand makes it.
He's Gonna need a 10 or
the
a diamond.
Bang!
Oh, and the
There's the
9 of
diamond.
diamonds.
Release the bet stick.
It's not over yet. And that's massive. If you're Sam, I mean, you were on your deathbed. It was
yeah.
over. And now it's not over, right?
And now it's definitely not
You know,
over.
you have two other players who are similarly short to you.
Oh, yeah.
You could very feasibly ladder up quite a bit. Obviously, if you run good, spin up a stack, the sky's the limit. But I mean, even the ladder from 5th to 3rd is huge, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And all he has to do is just kind of have an orbit or two go his way. So, I mean, that all in is just going to be massive for him.
And that's not impossible. In fact, it's very, very possible. I will say, I've seen very stranger things. Don't have to look too far. Just remember the World Series of Poker main event, Mazraki winning that thing from like what? Down from like 2.5 bigs?
Actually
bigs?
insane.
That is crazy.
Pocket Jack's here for Theo. Coming in for the mini main, hoping for 1,000+ runners. That would be awesome.
I reckon it gets there.
Look, 1,000's crazy. I mean, what did we have last time? It was 970 something.
I thought we got over 1,000.
Did we get 1,000?
I thought we got over 1,000.
Someone fact check me.
Can we get a VAR check, please?
Yeah.
VAR.
Okay. Theo opening up with the Pocket Jacks. The Jiggities. Shout outs to Brad Owen. Lovely man, Brad. One of the nicest guys in poker. Tom is going to defend the King 5 suited here. Let's take it a flop, and then I'm going to have you return to that story because I want to hear.
Oh, no, absolutely.
The rest of it.
It is the story I won my biggest pot in like very short and, might I say, illustrious poker career.
Yeah. 10-7-6 rainbow. Gonna be a C bet from Theo, and I do think that's gonna be the end of the hand. Unless Tom thinks he wants to do something tricky, but I doubt it with all the short stacks.
Nah, he's a pretty straight edge thought.
Yeah, he's stuck in a bit of ICM jail too.
Yeah.
He's basically waiting for the short stacks to die, get heads up with Theo, and see how you go in the heads up match. Okay,
All right.
let's hear it.
Okay, so let me paint the picture for you, right? This is just before I do start, we have gotten a fact check. It is 970 entries in the mini main during the Melbourne Millions. So you were right, Josh, and I was wrong.
1,000 would be crazy if we get it. I don't know. I'll cry or something. Last time I said I'd do a shoey if we got $1 million in the main during Melbourne Millions, and then we did, and then I had to do a shoey. So,
God, that was funny. I still have a video of that.
yeah.
Actually, no, you wouldn't know that because I just told you.
Yeah, I've been seeing some videos floating around.
Oh.
I've seen a few different angles. We played it obviously on stream during one of the breaks, during one of the tournaments, because that was the promise that I made. I do feel like I became a bit more Australian that day, I must say.
Oh, for sure.
Now, I've been told the side drink, it was leak. People are like, you're spilling. And I was like, I'm not spilling. It's like leaking out of the front of my shoe, out of the seams. They're like, yeah, you got to drink it like a horn.
You got to do it like a horn for sure.
So that it doesn't leak like that. So next time, which will hopefully not be soon.
Tell you what, if we hit 5,000 viewers and an equal amount of likes, 5,000 likes on this stream across multiple platforms,
Absolutely.
I might just maybe ask Josh if I can release the video.
Oh,
To which he will respond, probably no.
I'll say this. If we can get 1,000 likes across Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch on any individual stream for the upcoming Grand Prix series, just 1,000 likes between all three added together, you can release the video, and I'll do a second one, and I'll do it properly this time.
Done. Sign it up. You heard it here first, guys. You heard it here first. 1,000 likes. We need to hit that. And I will be personally marketing that as hard as I can because I want to see that release so bad.
Okay.
All right. Sorry. Back to the
Yes.
back to the story. So this is why I'm a luck box, right? If you're only just joining us now, this is why I'm a luck box in poker. So if you can imagine, 20-year-old Lucas, just sort of getting himself into poker. I was playing a 1-3 game. It's a very deep 1-3 game, right? It was very, very late in the night. It was probably about 4 a.m. And I was running. Like I could not run better, right? I could not lose a hand. I was up probably 3.5K.
Whoa!
In a 1-3 game. Yeah, I know it was crazy. Mind you, it was a very crazy game. Couldn't lose a hand. Gets to about 4 a.m. And I was in the big blind, and I look down. I've got kings. I'm like, oh my gosh, like, come on, absolute gin. It's a raise in the hijack. standard raise to like, I think the straddle was on, so it was standard raise to like $20.
Folds, yeah.
It folded around to me. Put in the 3-bet standard. It was like, what, 65 or something. Insta snap jams for like 2K. And I'm like,
There's no way, right?
I'm like, okay, like, I've been snap jammed. Like, it was crazy jam. Crazy jam. I'm like, all right, cool. Like, whatever. In my head, it's not even going through my head, right, that he could have aces.
yeah.
So I'm just like, yeah, cool, kings, bang, in, right? Turns it over. I'm like, it's aces first kings. Awesome, great, cool. So now, you know, I'm not at risk. Like, I'd still have a little bit left, but yeah, I would have taken a pretty big hit.
It ruins all your progress
Yeah,
for the night.
it does. It ruins all my progress. Anyway, goes to the flop.
C3 announces all in.
And mind you, I had the king of diamonds. He did not have the ace of diamonds.
All in here with the ace high from Sam for 5 bigs. Keep going.
Flop comes down. It was there was jack 10 of diamonds. I was like, all right, cool, whatever. Turn is a queen of diamonds.
C1
I'm like, all right.
open, please.
River's the ace of diamonds.
Jeez.
River's the ace of diamonds. I have gone runner royal to crack aces in
What?
the biggest pot I have ever won in cash. And there is a video out there somewhere. I don't know who's got it, but I know that there's a video because I remember watching it.
Ooh,
Of this hand
GGs
going down.
to Sam Wong.
Sam
King
Wong.
6 suited, flopping the pair. It's going to be another elimination. That is your 5th place finish for 21-20. 4 players remaining. I think it's over 2.5K locked up. Keep going.
No, and I remember there's a video of it out there somewhere. I don't know who's got it, but it was a pretty special moment. And what was funny about that was on the turn, right? It didn't even clock to me that I had as much equity as I had.
Yeah.
Like in my mind, I'm like, okay, cool, like whatever.
Suddenly you have this big royal draw.
Yeah, and I'm just like, okay, cool, yeah, like whatever. Hit the royal. I didn't clock initially that I'd hit the royal, and then everybody was losing their minds. And then I looked again. And I was like, oh my god, I've hit a royal. I was like, I've just backdoored a royal. and like in the video, I'm like looking around, like what has just happened? Now, granted, like, you know, I hit any flush and I still win, but like the fact that it was, and it's the only ever live royal I've ever hit, and it was in the biggest pot of my life, and I was stoked. It was absolutely insane.
That's sick. How much did you end up winning that night? Like 5K or something?
No, I ended up winning more that night. I think I ended up winning like 6. It was the biggest win I've ever won. But it was nuts.
I have certainly never won 6K playing 1-3. That is...
It did not play like a 1-3.
Yeah, of course.
It did not play like a 1-3.
It can't, right.
And I'll tell you what, I've never played in a game bigger than that. Like I was so out of my depth. It was ridiculous.
It was like 1-3 straddle, a million,
It was
a
like-
billion all in.
I remember
like,
one hand. It was like 1-3. It was like 1-3 6 12 25 50, and I was the only one that didn't put on a straddle because at the time I was such a nit. Like I was a mega nit. I don't know why I was in that hand to begin with.
Look at this story from Johnny. I saw a guy get stacked by a royal, and then he buys back in and gets stacked by the same guy the next hand to another royal.
I'm calling cap. I'm
like-
actually calling cap.
Yeah.
That can't be right.
Is that a true story? That's insane. If I was him, I'd never play poker again.
Wait,
I just would never play again. I'd be like, this game isn't for me.
Johnny, put it on your mum's life. Otherwise, I don't believe you. Cap, bro, swear to God. No cap, he says. No cap. Put it on your mum's life right now. Otherwise, I don't believe you. Say it in the chat. I'm going to take a photo of it.
So we got an all in here from Lucas.
I didn't know I was all in.
Wow. Yeah, Johnny's clearly serious.
Okay.
Theo
Hey, fair
calling with
enough.
the queen 9. So will another short stack hit the rail, or will we have a double up and a little bit more resistance? Oh, and a 9 in
And
the
he
window.
Just gets there again.
It's just a day in the life doing Theo things. 2 pair.
2 pair,
Does
that's
pick up
gonna
the
lo-
club draw, though.
Oh.
That's not going to do it. Theo with another scalp for his
Storming through the
very
field right now.
large collection. And look at this. He is going to have the dominant chip stack. Over 2 million chips.
Oh, hey.
52 bigs. Has both players covered and then some. And, I mean, this is his tournament to win.
Yep. is.
As the 22 big blind stack, as Tom, your number one goal is just don't get third. If you can get heads up, even if you're short, have a massive chip underdog, in heads up, you can always just run really good. Like, heads up is super high variance form of poker. You know, you're playing every hand, so literally anything can happen. So yeah, I mean, I think if he can just survive past third, get to that heads up, and then make it work from there, that's really going to be the key.
Hey, I got a question for you. How good do you reckon your heads up play is? Because you are very extensively experienced in poker, I must say. So how would you say your heads up play is in both cash and then in tournaments as well?
I have a very good heads up record lifetime, but over a small sample, obviously. I have not studied a lot of heads up. I've studied a little bit. So I would say that I have friends who are like heads up specialists that I'm sure would wipe the floor with me.
Yep.
I think as far as like live tournament players go, like myself, because of my chess background, I think that 1v1 competition I'm really well suited for.
Yep.
I'm good at kind of like adjusting and stuff. So egotistically, I think my heads up game is very strong. But you know, yeah, I would rate my own heads up game in the grand spectrum of things as like a 6 or a 7. But I do think that most live tournament players, their heads up game is like a 2.
Yeah.
So if you are a 6, you get a big edge. But I have a friend who like plays online heads up for a living, and it's just insane.
Yeah, for sure.
Theo did indeed win last week, so I believe if he wins this one, he will be our first ever back-to-back
winner for sure.
6 Hundy champion.
And he might add. He almost definitely will add to his stack here, picking up aces in the big blind. And we're gonna see a call from Tom. We're gonna go and see 3.
I think if Theo wins this will be his like 6th or 7th winner's photo at Playlive. I mean, the dude is just
crushing
this place.
Crushing it. It's nuts. I'd love to know who's won the most tournaments, like lifetime at Playlive.
Yeah, it's a good question. What is my chess score? My ELO, my FIDE rating, I believe is 1950-ish, 1940 something.
That sounds high.
Online, around 2100. I peaked around 2200 online. But yeah, I'm mostly a classical over the board, old school in-person tournaments guy, and my FIDE rating is 1942 currently. So I used to hold the candidate master title, but they take that away from you when you get old, because the point of it is that they think you're on pace to become a master, and if you get old and don't become a master like I did, they're like, I guess we judged you wrong, you know? So I'm currently a titleless player. I describe my heads up game as crushes anyone who doesn't know about heads up and gets crushed by anyone who does. I think that's I'd land myself right around in that same region.
So I'd rate you like a 5 then.
Yeah,
like bang in the middle, innit? Like,
yeah. Okay, I really do mean 6 then, because I'm like, I've studied some heads up. You know what I mean?
Okay, so you're better than the average.
I'm better than the average person for sure.
Okay,
and I'm also, I think one of my advantages is like I can get heads up in a live tournament for a good amount of money, and I'm not super nervous in that scenario.
That's good.
I think a lot of people get quite scared, and you can really, if they get scared, the edge you can get just by going crazy on them.
Oh, 100%.
It's like, I mean, the classic is Qui Win versus Gordon Veo heads up. Qui Win, obviously not a professional poker player, to put it nicely, an absolute nut job. And Gordon Veo, an experienced professional. But when they got heads up in the WSOP main, Qui Win ran a train on top of the guy. Literally took a bus, took a train, laid him out on the tracks, and drove right over him. It was almost embarrassing to watch. As a professional, just get smashed by this recreational player. But Qui Win was just fearless and
Pretty fun to watch.
oh,
Pretty fun to watch.
it was amazing. I remember yelling at my television. I'm like, dude, you have top pair. You have to call this guy. Like, he's bluffed you like 100 hands in a row, you know?
Oh, man. Yeah, at some point you just kind of have to make a stand, eh? Like,
You have to, yeah. And that's one of the kind of tricky things is
picking when you do that and when you don't.
which god do you pray to, Theo? That's good.
He actually prays to Josh. He actually prays to Josh. He also pays to Josh, allegedly.
Yeah. Yes. Send your prayers over this way. I should have a little prayer jar. You know, start like running a
prayer
racket.
jar.
Yeah. It's like, hey guys, I'll bring you good karma. Just put your money in here.
I'll bring you good karma. Just put your chips in here.
Yeah. I do take Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin.
Any sort of coin.
Yes, if it's money, I'll take it. I'm on the meme coin grind. I don't know if you enjoy the meme coins. I do like to have a bit of a splash for very low stakes.
I got 20 cents. What does that get me?
You can get into some meme coins for 20 cents. Let me tell you.
No, I was talking about the tip, not the tip jar.
Oh,
I was talking about the prayer jar.
Oh, it gets you a firm handshake.
I bet I'll take it.
I'm trying to justify my
For all of you that didn't hear that, I did just firmly handshake.
It was indeed firm. Okay, we do have a jam here, blind versus blind. Now, this is a tough spot if you're Tom. In Chippy V scenario with ace high, you're going to be, it does flick it in. I respect that. There's so much ICM at play. He really, really doesn't want to get third, and he's going to be so disappointed to see this. This, for the scenario that it is, blind versus blind three-handed, this is a massive cooler.
Yeah, this sucks, base 7.
Can he get lucky?
Oh,
Now, that's
hello.
a flop.
That's something.
That you like seeing. And he's got some chop outs as well now.
Oh my
And he
god.
does find the chop.
Finds the chop.
That is a
Wowee.
huge result for Tom McMahon.
Wowee. That is just something.
Jabati G, yes. Oh, dude. You know what? When I get home, this is a promise from me to the stream. I am going to DM the Jabati G guy on Instagram from the Playlive account. Because you get more traction when people are verified, you know, if you have like a brand account that's a little bigger. And I'm going to see if I can get him down here for next year's Melbourne Millions.
That would be hilarious. Do you know how funny that is?
It would be, surely we'd have to get him on stream for one of the creator
100%.
games.
You know who we need to get down here who I think would be really good on the stream?
Tell
as
me.
well. It's a young man called Corey Eyring.
Corey! Well,
we need to get Corey Eyring down here. And I'll tell you what, when it came out that Abby Poker was going to be down here for the last Melbourne Millions, I was like, Corey's got to be coming, right? Like we got like they have to come down together. They have to, right? And then when he wasn't, I was like, it's disappointing, but it is what it is.
I do believe Corey is considering coming at some point this year, if not in January. So
Really?
I do think you might get your wish, sir.
Oh, that'd be fun. I tell you what, though, if this is my request. I don't know whether I'm at liberty to request this because in reality I'm not that important. But if he does come down, I would love to do a live stream commentary with Corey. I think that'd be really fun.
We can see if we can make it happen.
That's corporate talk, but no.
No, we'll see. Corey's a difficult guy to get out of his house, so it's he's definitely, he likes to do his thing.
For sure. He is a hard worker, though, I will say. Like he
Makes amazing content.
and insane content.
Yeah.
He's just got a knack for it. He's such a good storyteller.
He
It's
is.
crazy.
Johnny's going to grind some Hearthstone Battlegrounds. GG's. Good luck. The meta's a bit wonky right now.
Chess battle.
You ever play any auto chess games? Teamfight Tactics or?
No, never heard of it.
Mm.
Should I get on that? Is that you saying I should get on
The auto chess genre is definitely a fun one.
that? Okay.
8-man lobbies. You build a roster of guys that all synergize together in different ways. TFT, which is the League of Legends version of auto chess,
Yep.
probably the most popular. Hearthstone Battlegrounds definitely up there as well. Get Chauncey Billups.
Can we get Chauncey Billups?
Oh,
The 6'3", Chauncey Billups.
Which of the NBA guys were the ones that were running those like home game?
That was
schemes?
Chauncey Billups.
It was Chauncey.
That was Chauncey Billups,
Okay,
yeah.
I understand the joke
And
now.
Terry Rozier, yeah.
Dude, when I saw the numbers that they were scamming people out of,
So
it's like,
stupid. It's
you
like
guys have gazillions of dollars.
yeah, especially Chauncey Billups.
Oh yeah, that's true. Chauncey Billups went to shout outs to Guy posting this, operating the stream right now. Went to CU Boulder. Guy also a CU Boulder alumnus. So you're in good company, Guy.
Wow. Yeah, real good company.
I mean, it's just like if you're Chauncey Billups and you're getting paid millions of dollars a year, why are you running? First of all, why is anyone fucking doing this? But forgetting that, just if you're a gazillionaire, how is it worth your time?
It's not.
To like work with the mob to run these like rigged private games to win like 100K off someone, you know?
It's just like, yeah, it makes no sense. I mean, you're risking your entire career, your entire reputation as one of the NBA's one of the NBA's best point guards. Like, it just makes no sense. I'm not talking about Terry Rozier. Terry Rozier is a very like mid-tier NBA player, but Chauncey Billups,
It's a big name, right?
On that Pistons team was crazy. I mean, that Pistons team with what? Chauncey Billups, Rip Hamilton, Tayshaun Prince, Ben Wallace. Who was the other one? Oh, Rasheed Wallace. Was just they were so much fun to watch. That team was just stacked. But Rozier was on a $96 million 4-year contract.
That's insane.
He was playing on a Heat team and he was getting like 10 minutes a game.
Like if you're getting paid $100 million over 4 years, not only would I never do something stupid like that, and also they're all just horrible people. I mean, that just goes without saying.
Yeah.
But it's like I wouldn't work at all. Like I would just retire. Like life would be over, you know?
I'd just go play the World Series.
Yeah, I would just hang out. I'd play poker. I'd travel. I'd eat food. I don't know.
Do some normal people things when you've got
Correct.
$100 million to blow. Like,
You got $100 million.
yeah,
You know?
I mean, come on.
Oh, check here on the flop. Could have seen a value bet from Theo. Tom is turning a top pair here, so do expect to see a bet, and I don't expect Theo to fold in these blind versus blinds. Oh, sorry, dealer versus big blind. But in these three-handed scenarios in general, ranges are just so wide that a pair is quite strong. Can he Theo him? Ooh, I thought that was a queen for a second.
I thought he was going to get there too.
Now, if you're Tom, the question is, do you find another value bet here? Try and get paid by 3x and deuce x. Won't expect a lot of 7x in Theo's range after he checks back on the flop, but definitely has a lot of 3s and 2s. Maybe some ace highs as well. Or do you check, try and give Theo some rope? You never check folding, that's for sure. Yep, does opt for the check, and it's going to just be a check back from Theo. Tom is going to win it.
Quick check back from Theo.
Yeah, I like that. He's just moving it along. I think he wants to
Wrap it up.
get as much hand volume in as he can three-handed.
Yeah.
Because as long as he keeps this three-handed dynamic going, the longer the better.
Yeah.
Right? He puts so much pressure. Both the players don't want to get third. There's so much pressure on them to be the one that gets heads up. Because, I mean, look at this. Second, 6.1K. Third, 3760. So, I mean, we are talking 2.5K ladder, just about. Little less.
Oh, yeah. And that's
Right?
not a small amount of money
That's
either.
massive. I mean, that's
Huge pay jump.
that's like playing it, again the next week and making the final table, right?
Absolutely.
So, which is obviously always a difficult achievement. So, I mean, these ladders are just worth so much. So I think from Theo's perspective, he's just going to play all his hands quickly, try and move the hands along, keep this three-handed dynamic going as long as possible, and squeeze it out. Luke told this story when we were commentating together. He was playing a 5K with Mr. Michael Adamo, the Australian GOAT,
Ooh, yeah.
and a bunch of other regulars that you'll see at Playlive. And Adamo just had the overwhelming chick lead the whole final table. And at one point, they got three-handed, or I think it was three-handed, maybe four-handed. And the guy in the big blind had like one big blind behind, and Adamo was in the small blind and folds to him, and he folds his cards without even looking to give that guy some extra chips on purpose, because that's strategically advantageous to keep him ICM pounding the other guys. And Luke said it was like the most like remarkable thing he'd ever seen. And he like, as if it was the easiest choice in the world, just like, oh, yep, here you go. The dude's obviously shocked and confused and really happy. But of course, it's all just part of Adamo's master plan. And Mr. Martinelli did get second in that. He said he pretty much played zero hands, watched Adamo just crush everyone around him, got second.
Clean up.
He was like, he said it was the best tournament ever. Rock up, do nothing, get second in a 5K, and get to watch this masterclass put on for free. So that's pretty nice. Not going to be much action here. Tom totally whiffing.
It is pretty crazy just how like intricate some of these pros will actually like think about the game. Like that was the first like real culture shock that I had when I first entered the scene. I remember the first game that I played, the first ever game that I played, right? It was a home game. The first ever game that I played, I can't remember exactly what I did, but I did something that would have given away information. One of my friends turns to me and goes like, "Yo, like, you know, you're giving away like free information. Like, you know, you keep your cards close to your chest type thing, right?" And I said to him, I was like, "Oh, like, you know, the guy's really even thinking about that." And he's like, "Yeah,
The really
they
good
are.
ones, yeah.
They're good ones. They're all thinking about it, and all these guys are pretty good." And that was the first time I was like, "Oh, damn, like this is pretty serious stuff." Like, you know, like
Yeah.
it's pretty. And then you know, obviously getting into tournaments where people are just so studied and so unbelievably like,
Especially these days, man.
oh yeah,
I mean, back when I played professionally, there was no solvers, so it was a very different world. It was basically if you had access to the top players or could afford the training sites, you had information other people didn't have. But to be honest, so much of the information was wildly wrong, even though it was very smart, amazing, talented players trying their best. Before the era of the solver, it was hard to be 100% sure about almost anything.
What era would you prefer? Obviously, you played back when the solvers weren't a thing, but you're in the scene enough to at least experience it to the point where you're able to give an opinion on which era you kind of prefer more. And it's interesting to hear, like, you know, some of the old heads, for lack of a better way to put it, the way that they speak about how it was even just like 10, 15 years ago compared to now. And they have very mixed views on it, obviously. You know, yeah.
I'm a game purist. I love watching people improve. I love just watching like the sport advance and the players improve. I do think in terms of myself as a player, the game has like passed me by a bit. Like I do feel it when I play. I'm still obviously not a bad player, but my days of feeling like one of the better professionals in the world are like long behind me. When I listen to my friends who have continued to play professionally all this time while I haven't, the amount that they know about poker compared to what I know now has just grown and grown and grown. So I think as a player, I definitely liked the pre-solver era. I'm much more of a show up to the tournament and figure it out type of guy. So it was much more well suited for me. I'm not a big studier. Yeah, I prefer to just hang around and chat with good players and do it that way. But I do think the post-solver era, there is something to be said about the game just being played at an elite level.
For sure. I have another question.
Oh, we got a jam here.
I'll ask it after.
Yeah, not going to be much of a sweat with the Queen 5. Tom's going to take a sec, make him think about it.
And there it goes into the muck, like we thought. So I have another question for you then. If, say hypothetically, you were to begin your career as a professional poker player in the era where solvers existed, do you think you would have achieved more success with the tools that you would have had at your disposal, I guess now in this era, as you would have?
I think me
when you were
personally,
playing?
I'm more well suited for the non-computer era, just because I think I have two really good skills for live tournament competition. One, in my life between chess, tennis, my esports career playing Halo, Smash, and Marvel vs. Capcom, and poker, I think I've played 2,000 to 3,000 live tournaments, a ridiculous number. I played my first live tournament when I was 6 or 7.
What?
Yeah, and I've played them pretty consistently, at least once, twice a week, if not more, ever since. I think I was playing like 170, 180 tournaments a year when I was playing poker, all live. I played very little online. So I have that skill, and then my other skill is that I'm very chatty at the table, which I think is a surprise to no one. And so I'm good at making friends with really good players and then learning from them. So I felt like I always had access to information that not everyone else did. Whereas I think now it's more about the hardest working players are the ones that thrive.
Right.
Like if you go to your room and you grind and you study every single day and your study methodology doesn't suck, I think that is important. Like just staring at the solver isn't enough. You have to have a real structured methodology for it, and there's some great material out there on how to improve the quality of your study. But if you really put in the work and you grind, in today's world you get rewarded. And unfortunately, I'm a grinder in real life, in business and work and whatever, but for games, I'm not a grinder. I like to rock up to the tournament and just ego crush everyone.
Just frame mug every other player.
Yeah, I try to, you know. Oh, look at this. Spicy turn here.
Hello.
So I had a bet and a call on the flop, each flopping a pair. Wow, check on the turn. Not the result I would have expected there.
Theo hitting 2 pair as well.
That is actually going to be a bit overkill. Question is, does Tom ever turn his open ender into a bluff? I think he knows that his 4x on this run out, with the 10 on the turn, the ace on the river, his 4 is pretty much never good. Yep, he is going to get a bluff out there.
Not the time.
Theo's never folding. Yeah, he just goes for a quick call. So again, a spot where he could take his time, consider raising, but he just wants to keep the dynamic going.
He's a smart player, he is. And
now look at this, over 2.5 million. The rich get richer. Theo G.
He's just whittling down these smaller stacks.
Inching ever closer to closing this out.
Taking down the 600 Sunday for a second Sunday. Or Sunday in a row. But anything crazy, I will say. And from a personal standpoint, hate to see Tom be losing chips. But that's the nature of the game.
That's how it goes.
That is what we sign up for as players. So it feels a bit weird calling myself a player. But, you know.
I know the feeling. I'm in the same kind of spot where I view myself as a poker player, but in reality, I'm not, not anymore. Not that I never play. I do play sometimes.
Yeah.
But I mostly watch other people play.
Hey, this is pretty fun, you know.
I do like being in the booth, man.
Oh, for sure.
We should have gotten one more beer each. I think we should have got that. I know, and I'm too lazy to go grab them now. We're three-handed, you know.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be wrapping it up soon. That's all right. We can say. I tell you what, we'll save the beers for next time.
Yep.
We'll save the beers for next time.
This will hopefully be the first of many.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm like I said, I was itching to get on the stream ever since I found out that you guys were doing the stream. I was like, yep, that one's for. I will be having that. Thank you very much.
Yes, one of those, please.
One of those for the road. Thank you.
You have a very nice voice for commentary. Oh,
I wonder if they're talking to me. If you are talking to me, I very much appreciate that. Thank you so much.
You do have a good voice for it. It's true.
Oh, stop flirting with me.
It's going to be a chop very often on this run out. Oh, and a 3 on the turn.
And a 5.
Oh, wow.
That is not a 5. That is the ace of hearts.
Someone taking Theo down in and all in. Theo's ahead, too.
Should we be putting this on, like, on a poster? Like, should someone be taking a photo of this? This has never happened. This has never happened before. Mainly Josh, but yours is okay. Yeah, nice hand.
Nice hand, nice hand.
Yep,
nice hand.
Yep, played it well.
Well, that's quite a huge all-in. So now the dynamics have changed. This is the irony, if you're Matthew, is that you've doubled. Now you really, really don't want to get third place. And now there's a clear ICM 1-2-3 dynamic, whereas before the short stack roll was kind of shared and Theo could apply the pressure equally on both of them. Now he is clearly just going to target Matthew and hopefully Tom doesn't jam on him. And that's kind of the spot you're in as Theo, is just apply pressure on the middle guy, try and chip up like that, and put him in tough spots. And as Tom, you're basically just looking for your moment to get the jams and rejams in, trying to chip up. 25K, 50K, 50K big blind ante. We're on hand 48 of this final table. It's been pretty action-packed. It's gone quick. It's been like kind of slow and then fast.
Yeah.
Alternating. If you're just joining us, tuning in, you got Josh and Lucas in the booth. Playlive Melbourne, the 600 Sunday, baby. Theo trying to go back-to-back.
Oh, hello.
Be the first person ever. And he has the ace-king.
Luca, not even close. Not even close. Look, I've never seen a bloke run more pure in a venue than Luca Lee. It is just catastrophic. Whenever that guy walks onto a table, everyone just sighs and just goes, "Yeah, I'm not making it." So definitely Luca, definitely Luca. But in this one, Theo.
I like this. Theo opting for just a limp here with the ace king. This is actually a known strategy in these final table dynamics where with some of these very premium hands, you can find some limps to try and give your opponent a little bit of chance to realize some equity. This is a great example where Theo just has this hand all but locked up. And if you're Tom, with only 6 big blinds behind and the 10 of diamonds, impossible to not give him some additional value here. 5 of spades on the turn. Not going to expect a lot of deuce X in either player's range. But there will certainly be some in a limped pot. And I like these small sizings from Theo. Tom doesn't get baited, though. Does find the fold on the turn.
Very good from Tom.
Theo shows the premium.
Tom down to 5.3 bigs.
Yep.
Yikes.
The grave inching ever closer.
Yeah, I tell you what, the one thing I do prefer, cash tournaments, right, is the one thing I don't. Let's frame it in a different mind. The one thing I don't like about tournaments is just how much short stack poker there is. Like I am so ill versed in short stack poker, it's crazy, and I think that in cash you're not forced to play short stack poker. Like you can always just add on, right? In tournaments, you're basically playing short stack poker for a vast majority of of the tournament, right?
Absolutely. That's the nature of MTTs, right?
Absolutely, for sure.
For me, I love that because I feel like the game, don't get me wrong, I played a lot of cash in my life. I mean, at least half of my poker earnings lifetime would come from cash games.
That's nuts.
But I do much prefer tournaments just because I think the game of learning all the various spots, ICM, and the different stages of the tournament, it's such a journey every time you play a poker tournament. There's so many layers to it. But I do get what you mean. Like the post flop itself is much simpler, and which is not for everyone. So I know many of my cash game friends think that tournaments are boring. For me, I love it. I love memorizing the charts. I like all that weird kind of niche stuff. Oh, and that is a disaster. Tom McMahon.
And he's most likely going to be saying goodbye.
Yep, it's going to be an all-in and a quick call.
That'll be that.
Just a super mega cooler three-handed top pair versus top pair. Does have some chop outs. And, of course, a 7 to take the lead. Oh,
hello.
And a chop just like that.
That's twice he's gotten away with murder there.
Wow.
Twice he's gotten it in against Theo, and twice he's been behind, and twice he finds the chop.
Lives to tell the tale.
That was wild.
Don't mind that if you're Tom. And if you're Theo, can't help but hate it.
These VPIP numbers are actually very informative. You see 60% for Theo, and then you see 30-something for Tom McMahon as the short stack. And then as the middle stack stuck in ICM jail, Matthew only 18%. So I think that VPIP chart is like the, in a nutshell, ICM dynamic nature of what's going on here, right? You have the chip leader opening really, really often. You have the middling stack avoiding confrontation at all turns, and you have the short stack just trying to not be out of the tournament.
Trying to survive.
Trying to survive.
Yeah, for sure.
Blinds will be going up pretty soon here, if I'm not mistaken. So 25K, 50K with a 50K big blind ante. With the new structure we have for this week, they do not skip a single blind level, so I do think it's going to go to 30-60, then 40-80. It's like, it's going to be the smooth, every level you could possibly imagine all the way up.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Tom McMahon with the ace-8 of hearts. What a pretty hand.
I've got a crew. It's not
And
my team.
I reckon he's getting this one in. He's going to think about it for a little bit.
I wonder what the consideration is here. Nope, yep, just
there it is.
assessing how many chips he has in his stack. And with a pocket pair,
Oh.
Theo not going to be
Oh.
folding. Oh.
Oh, the pump fake.
Oh, he
And he
does
lays it down.
lay down the force. Now, I'm wondering if this is a bit of an Adamo play.
I'm thinking about it.
I'm thinking he might be. Oh, what
wait, did he
happened?
get-
Oh no, they're just
Are they-
show. Yeah, okay. The all-in button I think was just a joke.
Yep.
Yes, they're
Yep.
just having a little bit of banter.
He pranked us. He got us. It was a fold.
It was a fold. Yeah. They were just having a bit of fun with it. But yes, I do think it seems like Theo knows that this three-handed dynamic favors him and
Absolutely.
is keeping it going, avoiding. And it makes some sense, right? Because if he loses that all in, then his dominant chip lead is not gone, but severely hurt. And then Tom goes to 17, 18 bigs. And then again, you have that previous scenario you had, which is far less favorable, of two similar short stacks that can both really do damage to you.
Yep.
Where instead of one guy that can do damage to you, but is just so incentivized to fold, he's never actually going to do the damage. And then one guy whose stack isn't a threat.
It would have been a very interesting, probably better for the viewer, better for the viewers out there, if Theo had called and had lost, and the tables start to look a little bit more even. You know, that sort of even dynamic, that even table dynamic, especially three-handed, is so much fun to watch.
Yeah, that's when you start seeing the battles, right?
Oh yeah. Oh.
Oh, Tom McMahon
And he's held
with
up
the pair.
the triangle, and he's gone all in. It's going to be a call from Theo.
Yeah, can't fold the suited Broadway after an
Definitely
open.
not.
So we're going to have a good old-fashioned race. Queen 10 suited is going to be a favorite.
I reckon the Queen 10 gets there. Can I go 4 for 4 tonight?
Oh, ace, queen,
It's going to be
8.
very tough for Tom now.
And he's going to need a deuce and a deuce only. And
it's
that's
not
a
gonna get
repeat queen. Theo scalps another one. And we are going into heads-up action. If you're Matthew, you've done what you needed to do. You navigated in the ICM jail, and you survived. We're going into heads-up action. We're going to go on a short 10-minute break. Do not go anywhere because they are going to battle it out, crown ourselves a champion. Will Theo G go back-to-back in the 600 Sunday? See you in 10 minutes. Don't go anywhere.
I'd love a break, yeah.
We'll play through the 2 minutes and then we'll come back.
Unless you want a quick break now. Get it over and done with real quick. Quick bunger.
Have
Then-
whatever you
Sure.
Big blind. With one left,
Yeah, mate. I'm fast. I'm fast too. Last Sunday was 3 hands it took.
Yeah. Theo has a lot to do with that.
No, it's two or three. No.
How you're a cooler kid.
Yeah, that's right. I'm known for the commentary. How he comes in, easy, cool, man. Everyone's kidding. Four.
I'm sorry, can we just start now? We're missing the 3 there.
Yep. Got the 3? Yep.
Sorry.
That's all right.
One more time from the beginning now.
Okay, sure. Ace.
1 second.
That's right. I'll get it off.
Perfect 6.
Is that why? Did they buy this table from Timin? Put the 7 on. Yep.
Welcome back. Heads up action incoming. Theo G,
How much was the satellite?
Matty H. We are going to have a battle on our hands.
Oh yeah, ladies and gentlemen, it is Here We Go confirmed.
Hope you guys didn't go anywhere on that short 10-minute break as we get into heads up.
Where's everybody going?
Best part of the night coming up. I do think this is one of the benefits of the structure adjustments we made. It is now, 12:30 in the morning instead of 3:30 in the morning. So players won't just make a deal for the sake of going to bed and going to work in the morning. I do expect them to play it out. I know Theo likes to not make a deal when possible.
He likes to end things with the hammer.
Absolutely. Carrot and the stick. He prefers the stick route. How he's just getting set up. And we're going to jump into heads up action here. So I think unique thing about heads up, obviously Theo has a 5-2 lead, right? It's 2.5 times his opponent's stack. That is a pretty commanding lead, but it is a fragile lead. If your opponent doubles through you one time, you become a 4-3 dog. So it's not that level of lead.
Oh,
is this for real?
Yeah, nice hand, Theo. Played it well.
Wow.
And it's gonna put Matty H in a tough spot here.
I mean, this is just such a brutal spot with King High, and he
lays
folds.
it down.
Oh my God.
Wowee.
Theo G, this is what I'm talking about, man. Oh, and he shows the bluff. To me, that felt like he's making a statement.
Oh,
He's-
100%.
He's like, it's the first hand that
100%.
heads up. I'm going to jam it in this guy's face. And look, I mean, he made him fold such a stronger hand, right? I mean, we are not even in the ballpark of the same hand strength. And Theo gets it through. And if you're Matt, I mean, that gets in your head, right?
Oh, you're logging that. You're keeping that in the back of your mind every hand you play from now on. Theo has effectively said to him, "Have that."
Yep. I might just do it with the old 96,
Oh yeah.
the old big lick. You ever heard that one before?
No.
It's a good one, right?
Pause. And that's, first of all, that's wild. Second of all, that's great, and I'm putting that on a t-shirt.
Yes.
The big lick.
The big lick. You got the big slick. You got ace queen as the big chick, and then the 6-9. The big lick.
That is, talk about a devious lick. And
Now, if you're just joining us,
I'm
heads
sorry
up
if
action.
you're just joining us. Join the stream and just gone, yeah, nah, not for me, boys.
Yeah.
Not at 12:30 in the morning on a Monday. Talk about a big lick.
We are heads up in the 600 Sunday. 6.1K secured for both players.
And an all-in and
Just under 10K up top.
is that an all-in from Matty H with 10-6?
What is happening? A fold from Theo?
Golly.
Hey, yep.
I love this game. I
Wow.
love this game so much.
Just says no you.
Yeah. Uno reverse from Matty H. Okay, here we go.
You know that meme with Max Fosh like holding
Yep.
up the
Yep.
Uno reverse card? With
Yep.
He's great, man.
I love that guy so much. It's just solid. Where can I see and get dealt the big lick in person?
See, Steph's setting me up for one of my signature drop the address.
Drop.
129 York Street here in South Melbourne. Shout out to Steph.
Oh, that. Okay, yep. I'm slow. I'm sorry. For anybody that doesn't know me, I do have blonde hair, so I fit the stereotype very well. I am very, very slow. I catch on to things very, very slowly. And Steph is gonna make me aware of that probably very soon in the chat.
You should have seen Luke and I in the booth together during Melbourne Millions.
That would have been hilarious.
I think I dropped the address 20 times in one stream.
Somehow I don't doubt that. It doesn't make it any less funny. But somehow I don't doubt
It was aging like a fine wine, I have to say. It was because we weren't first forcing the joke. The chat was basically
just like egging it on. Yeah.
And people are doing it in different clever ways. So it's like I almost felt like I wasn't really the one delivering the joke. I'm just sort of like the tool.
Facilitating the joke.
Facilitating
You're the
their-
tool, yeah, exactly. Pause.
Woo!
Whoa!
Catch it Rivers well. Getting roasted over there.
Gotta get some entertainment value.
Yeah, Steph unfortunately was the bubble boy tonight.
Yeah, but he kind of deserved it.
Ouch. Jesus. Comes to enjoy his evening.
Nah. Look. Let me be real. First of all, I will say I'll go out here and say, where did I get the phrase "all the berries"? Where did I get the phrase "all the"? Because I say that. I say "all the berries" all the time. That's a good question. I was gonna go on a completely different tangent, but now let's go ahead and answer this one. Where did I get the phrase "all the berries"? Where did I get the phrase "all the berries"? Ah, you know where I got that? Yeah, you say it. Our production manager is writing things on a little notepad here. Where did I get the phrase "all the berries"? So I went to for all the people that are in the age range of about 18 to say like 28, 29, you will likely have heard of the festival Strawberry Fields. I love my festivals. I'm a DJ. I'm very into my music. Strawberry Fields to me is the best festival.
Oh, we got an all in on the
planet.
call.
Oh, and we have an all in on the call. And I will get back to my story in just a
Slight
moment.
mistake on the graphic here. So this is it for the match. Oh no, it's 10-7. Sorry. But he does turn the pair.
Spike the 7.
Oh, and we gonna have ourselves a match.
Hello.
So Theo gets it in good to make it a quick one and go back to back, but the deck says no.
And that's twice we've seen Theo actually lose.
Gotten it in good and lost twice to Henriksen now.
Is this real life?
And now the battle is a tight one. Still a decent lead for Theo, but
It's much more even now.
I mean, we are in striking range, right?
Oh, yeah.
If Henriksen doubles again, wins another all-in, suddenly he has an overwhelming chip lead, and then it becomes his tournament to win.
Oh, yeah.
So things can turn on a dime here in Heads Up Play.
I'm very interested to see what the next few hands holds for us, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, so
Oh,
return
right.
to your story. All
Back
the
to my
berries.
story. So, I was at Strawberry Fields Festival late last year in November. Had a great time. It was the best festival I've ever been to. For those of you that are into electronic music, Interplanetary Criminal, Maluji, Walters and Ned Bennett, they were absolutely insane. But they don't let you use actual, like, AUD. They don't let you use actual dollars at the festival. You have to buy what's called berries to pay for your food, your water, like, you know, whatever you're getting on the festival grounds, right? And we always found it hilarious that they called it berries. It just seems very, very, like, silly to me why they would even, like, go to the effort of making that a thing. I don't know why you wouldn't just be able to tap your card and do it. That's always been a whole thing at Straubs. Anyway, came back from Straubs. Berries were just like seared into my head. You know, I would go up to the food trucks and be like, how much we're paying? They'd be like, 30 berries. I'd be like, 30 berries? What are you talking about? Like, it's $30, bro. Like, just, anyway.
Oh, look at this.
Hello.
So a limp from Theo. Henriksen squeezes with the king 10. Theo back jams. And that is going to be a call. Can't blame them. These are strong hands and heads up standards. So once again, Theo G getting it in good. This is for the match.
Oh, and spikes a deuce on the flop.
He's going to need a king or a 10 as Henriksen.
Oh.
Whoa. What happened there? Okay, that was the burn card. And that's going to be the match. If I'm not mistaken, yup, that is the match. Theo G goes back to back in the 6 Hundy Sunday. I believe he is the first person to do so ever.
Twice in a row.
2 weeks in a row. I imagine he will be back next week for the 6 Hundy during the series to try and make it 3. That is absolutely insane. He has won 2 in a row and 3 of the last 4 6 Hundy Sundays. I mean, that is just nuts. It is our biggest weekly tournament. It's gotten huge fields. Obviously, last week, 150 runners, and he won that one. and he is just getting the job done so consistently.
Has he really won 3 out of the last
3
4?
out of the last 4, and they have been big fields. This one with 60 runners has been the smallest of those. I think there was one with 94 runners that he won, and one with 150.
94, the last 4 have been 94, 94, 112, 156, and whatever this was,
then-
which was what, 59?
Yeah.
Wow,
I mean,
Theo, you run like a saint, my friend.
I mean, just absolutely remarkable. And he got, apparently, according to production here, he got 5th in the one that he did not win. So that's 4 in a row, final tables, 3 that he successfully closed out. I mean, that's a generational performance from Theo G. So congratulations to him. He is going to be your champion. We are going to be jumping off here in a moment, but before we do, guys, Josh and Lucas here in the booth. Thursday, our Grand Prix series kicks off. We are going to have the Golden Ticket Mystery Bounty, 2 more flights still. If you haven't played yet, I'd really recommend it. Some pretty awesome tickets there. Could find yourself a ticket into the 5K. The main event, all kinds of fun stuff. And then the series begins Thursday with the opening event. Do expect that one to be a packed house as per usual with the opener. So if you want to come see some chaos, flick some cards in the air, come battle. We'll see you here for the Grand Prix series Thursday. But in the meanwhile, Lucas, any final words for the chat?
No final words. Just thank you very much for having me, Josh. I've had an absolute blast, and I hope to be here joining you on the live stream again soon, hopefully during the series.
Absolutely. We'll get you off the table and into the booth one of these days. But for now, guys, ending at a somewhat more reasonable hour of right around 1 a.m. Good night. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we will see you in a few days.
Peace out, ladies and gentlemen.